Ffordd. Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media viewers, please press the red button. If you have a TiVo box or Sky Q box, please access settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline. Draw ni felly.
Mae'n edrych yn debyg I fod yn mynd I ofod wneud newid sydyn. Dyma ni. A dyna welliant.
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Mae yna gic o'r sbotyn, oes wir, mae yna gic o'r sbotyn yn fan hyn. Williams I rwyd wag. Jones yn I chwipio hi fewn, cyffyrddiad mae'r bel yng nghefn y rwyd. A Zeli Ismail gafodd y cyffyrddiad ola. Diffyn bel y gwirhau fewn I gefn y rwyd ag Aaron Williams. Mi dasgodd hi, oedd hi ar Harry Lloyd. Dyma Ismail unwaith eto, Ismail creu lle yn yr ergyd! A mae di fynd I gefn y rwyd! Oedd yn wthiad fanna, a mae wir yn mynd I fod yn gic o'r smotydd. Elliot Evans, a mae'r bel yn cael I harbed yn wych gan Zach Jones. Jones, cyfle gwych! Jones o arbediad campus. Because Martin cynta. A mae'n cael I harbed. Mae'n arbed eto. Maen nhw'n mynd lawr yr un ochr o wain. Dysgwch y gwers. Mae'r boi'n unstoppable i'w chwyth, Mike. Duggan I roi Hwlffordd yn y rownd derfynol I wynebu y Drenewydd. Duggan yn sgorio! A Hwlffordd am y tro cynta yn I hanes yn cyrraedd rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle a chyfle I Ewrop.
Un gêm, dau dîm, y tocyn olaf I Ewrop a torf o bron I 2,000 o gefnogwyr. Mae'n gaddo I fod yn dipyn o achlysur yma ar Barc Latham wrth i'r Drenewydd a Hwlffordd frwydro am y cyfle I gystadlu ymysg y gorau yn Ewrop. Y Drenewydd yn ceisio cyrraedd Ewrop am y drydydd tymor yn olynol, Hwlffordd yr ail dro yn unig yn hanes y clwb. Mae popeth yn y bantol prynhawn yma, croeso mawr ato ni. Mae fe'n braf iawn cael eich cwmni chi ac mae fe'n braf iawn cael cwmni Mr Mark Lloyd Williams. Mark, mae'n achlysur enfawr. Mae'r wobr yn enfawr. Pa fath o gêm allwn ni ddisgwyl prynhawn yma?
Wel, gêm gystadleuol. Swn i'n feddwl, efallai wedi ar y 10 efo'r tymheredd. Wedi gallan ar y caen am ei chwilboeth yma. Ac ddau dîm dechrau ar y droed blaen ac gweld sy'n deithio, dwi'n gêm agos iawn.
Ie, mae rhaid gweud, mae ddi yn berwi am y heddi. Mae'r gres yn bendant yn mynd I fod yn ffactor. Wel, beth am I ni glywed gan y ddau rheolwr. Chris Hughes yn arwain y Drenewydd i'r gemau ail gyfle am y 7th tro. Ond mae hon yn brofiad newydd I Tony Pennock yn Hwlffordd. Mae'r ddau wedi bod yn siarad gyda Nicky John.
Obviously, look, it's been a tough season for us. We've had some good moments in the competition in the league, and then some moments where, probably haven't gone where we wanted them to go. So, look, I think if you'd have offered me a home final in August, I obviously would have taken it. But we're up against a good team, a team coming into it in good form and momentum. Obviously, we've been there before and finished 7th, so we know the dangers that they possess. But we're looking forward to it.
I thought we started really brightly against Met first half. I thought we were the better team, but then, in all honesty, Met got stronger as the game went on, and it was a case of digging in and staying in the match, and we did that. And Lady Luck was on our side with the penalties.
Yeah, look, excited, I think, looking forward to it. Look, when you start in the game and, whether it's a player, a coach or a manager, these are the type of environment you want to be involved in. We're going to try and feed off the crowd today. Hopefully we get, there'll be lots of noise. The boys behind us who are banging the drum already, they came last week, made lots of noise, and hopefully they carry that on. And, the players really appreciated it. And, it's a final, it's the end today. We prepared well and we're looking forward to it.
Listen, we've had a great season, the highest we've finished and the most goals, most wins, most points. it's hard to explain really what it means to the club and the people who've worked at the club for a long time. There's been loads of messages today from the lads who played in that team 20 years ago, how much they want somebody else to write the history now of the club, and that's what the boys have got an opportunity today to write their own history. And it's a tough ask coming to Newtown. We lost them twice this year, but we'll give everything we've got. I know that.
Y ddau rheolwr yn barod amdani, felly o'r mag nath y ddau dîm cael rowndiau gynderfynol gwahanol iawn i'w gilydd I gyrraedd yma heddi. Newn ni ddechrau gyda Hwlffordd yn middi Met Caerdydd ar giciau o'r smotyn. Oedd hi'n ddi-sgôr wedi amser ychwanegol, ond seren y sioe o Zach Jones, y golwr ifanc.
I arbediad o didog o fanna o'r gic o'r smotyn, a wedyn mae hon tipyn gwell yn amser ychwanegol, a so hwnna di selio'r buddigoliaeth I Met Caerdydd, ond mae'r hyder yna wedyn yn mynd â fo I mewn I gicio'r smotyn, a mae'na tair arbediad gwych am hynna'n dweud hyder yn ei chwarae fo, a hefyd hyder i'r garfan o'i ddonia fo, chwarae tu cefn wedyn I gyd yn oma.
Rai fe wedi nes I wrthyn ar ôl y gêm, nath o weid, oedd e ddim di arbed cic o'r smotyn mewn 5 mlynedd, yn sydyn reit, mae fe'n safio 3 mewn 1 gêm, a wedyn ni y dre newydd yn middi'r Bala o 4 gol I 2. Goliau pwysig iawn gan Aaron Williams a Zeli Ishmael. A ni'n gwybod jyst pa mor dyngerus maen nhw'n gallu bod yn ymosodol, a nath honna ddangos ar faes tregyd.
Ia, mae'r ddau yn berig bwyd. Aaron Williams, so fod I disgwyl sgwr tipyn mwy o goliau na mae di wneud tymor yma. Dwi'n gwybod bod wedi cael 4 ar y 10 o goliau, ond fel ymosodwr, ti'n chwilio am Elia, eisiau cael 20 gol o tymor, ond o safbwynt Chris Hughes, mae'r ddau di tanio ar adag iawn. Mae'n tair gêm mewn ar 10, mae dre newydd I ennill ar 2 yn ebyn y Bala.
Mac, diolch yn fawr am y tro rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle. Uwch Gyngrair Cymru ddod ar ôl yr egoel a sgwlwch ar y dorf. Mynediad am ddim fan hyn ar barc Latham heddi. Maen nhw'n joio, ni'n joio. Y gic gyntaf I ddod wedi'r egoel.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni, gêm olaf y tymor yn yr haul fan hyn ar Barc Latham. Y wobr yw lle yn Ewrop tymor nesa. Mark Lloyd Williams sy'n cadw cwmni ni, a Mark, ni wedi sôn am brofiad y dre newydd. Dyma'r seithfed tro i Chris Hughes arwain ei dîm yn y gemau ail gyfle. Mae'r profiad yna mynd i fod yn holl bwysig heddi.
Yndi mai, maen nhw'n ennill dwy o'r rownd derfynol yn y gemau ail gyfle. A ddwy wedi cartra, mynd â Chris Hughes da fi, felly maen nhw gartra nhw di'r ffefryna prynhaw yma. Dwi'n meddwl bod neb yn disgwyl i Hwlffordd ennill. Dyn nhw'n disgwyl ennill efallai, ond maen nhw'n dod yma, dim ond i golli un gêm mewn 9 arediad da o gael. Oedden nhw, ond da ni wedi gweld yn y gorffennol dre newydd i hunan wedi wneud o gorffor y seithfad ac ennill y rownd derfynol. Felly, Hwlffordd pwysau gyd ar y dre newydd ac oedden nhw jyst yn edrych ymlaen i'r achlysur.
A Mark Adam sy'n fynd lan i'r pwynt sylwebu i ymuno Dylan Ebenezer and Malcolm Allen. Your usual reminder that English language commentary is available on the red button with Tommy Morgan and Mark Jones. Ond yn y Gymraeg amser i ni ymuno a Malcolm Allen, Mark Lloyd Williams, Dylan Ebenezer a Dylan. Nathon ni ddechrau'r tymor yn Berwi ym Mhontypridd a ni'n gorffen yn Berwi yn y dre newydd.
Good afternoon and welcome to Latham Park in Newtown, where the Robins play Haverfordwest County in the 2022-23 JD Cymru Premier Europa League playoff final. Chris Hughes' Newtown gained home advantage for the final after they defeated Bala Town, and Cardiff Met were knocked out by Haverfordwest County in a dramatic penalty shootout last weekend. It's 6th place Newtown against 7th place finishes Haverfordwest to battle out 90 minutes to play in Europe in July. Alongside me this afternoon to watch this stellar finish to the season is a stellar co-commentator, Tommy Morgan.
Good afternoon, Mark. Good afternoon, everybody. What an end to the season, Mark. Beautiful afternoon here, for early evening at Latham Park, and all to play for both teams.
Yeah, fantastic turnout as well. The word was that the two chairmen had got together and organised something, and so congratulations to the two chairmen, Tommy, to get such a crowd here this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly. You know, free entry for everybody has really worked well. So it's terrific to see, 2,000 here this afternoon to see this game, which will see a winner at the end.
There are the two lineups. Jones versus Jones in goals, and the one Jones was very special last week, Tom.
Certainly was. 3 penalty saves, was it? Saw his side over the line.
Yeah. Newtown to play 4-3-3. Looks like Haverfordwest 5-3-2.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nick Rushton, number 8, he's a key player for Newtown there. Very experienced, supports Williams in the forward line, and Ismail and Robles gives them the width on the flanks. And there's the Haverfordwest line up there, and the 10, Hugh Jones, he's an important member, gave away the penalty in the semi-final, but, Shepherd and Veal will be looking to get control of that midfield. So it'll be quite interesting to see a 3-5-2 against a 4-3-3 mark.
Yeah, two pacey wing-backs there as well, Tom. Jack Wilson and Risa Bruzi. And in line there is
Zeli Ismail. He played an important role in that victory at Bala. 6 assists this season. 3 goals in the last 5 games. He's a player in form, and Haverfordwest will have to keep a beady eye on him this afternoon.
Yeah, when Zeli Ismail's on form, Tom, he is one hell of a player, and he'll be one to look out this afternoon.
Yeah, as will Jack Wilson. 10 goals this season, 6 in the league. He plays as a wing-back. For me, I prefer him to play further up, because his trickery and, goal-scoring ability, could be vital for Tony Pennock's team this afternoon.
And I don't think we can undersell his long throw, Tom. Perhaps the best long throw in the league. Wilson throws it flat and throws it right in there.
Yeah, and they've been very successful at it this season.
Referee Bryn Markham Jones, 38 years of age now. Bryn, one of the top officials in this league, and he's earned this final.
Yeah, certainly. Very experienced referee. And there's Tony Pennock.
Tony Pennock, with all the experience in the World Football League, Hull City manager a couple of seasons ago. Chris Hughes, what a job he's done at Newtown. This could be their 3rd Europe in a row, and that would be a tremendous achievement for the Robins.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably had a disappointing season this season. Both teams really 6th against 7th. Both teams probably would have looked at done a little bit better, but that shows how competitive the league is.
Yeah, and it also shows, Tom, the magic of the playoffs. You win this playoff, you're £200,000 better off when you're in Europe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good game on our hands, looks like, here this afternoon. Might not be 200,000, the producers just told me, because of the exchange rate, Tommy, sorry.
Yeah, maths wasn't your best subject in school, was it, Mark?
No, I still take the money, though. Oh, that's a terrible kick-off. There it goes. What a start to a prestigious cup final. Worst kick-off of the season. Oh, and almost an early goal. If there's complacency to start your game, that just about says it.
Well, both teams are guilty of giving the ball away, and the goalkeeper was the hero last weekend. He just smashes it against, I think, Williams. Very difficult to see from
and Tom, as the
without cameras here,
as the replay showed then. Wow, how lucky is Zach Jones there, by the way? That can go anywhere, and it's gone behind, and he gets a goal kick out of it. Jones with the kick. This will be important. I don't fancy Davis's chance all afternoon if he's going to compete in the air against Shane Sutton. Henry Jones, 10, playing in the 10 role. Veal, a lot of space for a Brucey to get at Craig Williams. Edge of the box, Shepherd. Newtown, as we know, one of the teams in this league, very good at playing on the break. There's Borg. Just waiting, these sort of games, Tom, just waiting for one big tackle in the first 5 or 10 minutes to stamp that authority.
Yeah, I think both teams are a little bit nervous. You can see that in these opening few minutes. Tony Pennock there, looking a bit pensive. Long way to go, Tony. Only 89 minutes left.
Hooked on. First free kick of the afternoon was probably will go against Veal there. He just leaves one on. Jake Walker in midfield. Now be an interesting battle. Good football in midfields here today. Good football in midfields. All like to get the ball down.
Yeah, plenty of good ball players, you know, for both teams.
Yeah, it looks like Lee Jenkins is leaving the centre forward, go Aaron Williams, and he's going to pick up Shane Sutton, and that's a foul. Just leaves one on the goalkeeper.
That's a brilliant take, though, Mark.
It's a brilliant take, and he's just got away with one there. Aaron Williams, he's got away with one, leaving one on a young goalkeeper, Tom.
Yeah, I don't think it was. You have to go for it, Mark. I mean,
yeah, he's bundled him over, though.
Yeah.
Welcome to the final.
That's what good strikers do. You know, you've got to go in against the keeper there. Show him you're around. You'll be thinking next time, oh, hang about, he's going to clatter me again here.
Zach Jones to take the kick. Boiling hot day. Wonderful, wonderful weather. Newtown, I hope it's the same at home where you're watching from. Jones. Again, a Newtown winner. Borg will try and get it down. Borg hooks it forward. Hawkins and Davis will play up top. Ryan Sears will be key at the back. Williams. Abruzzi, it's a foul. Ismail leaves one in. Referee says play on. It's so hard to give them. I've seen a lot of them on the television lately. Sutton gets the header. Henry Jones challenges with Williams. Louis Robles back on the edge of his box. Jenkins gets his first of what should be 20 plus headers in the afternoon. Jones being followed there, I don't think there's any doubt about that, by Henry Cowans. Oh, it's a great ball in. Can Hawkins get on that?
Yeah, brushed aside there by Ryan Sears. Here comes the long throw you were talking about earlier, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think it's almost as good as a corner, Tom. If there's people watching this afternoon, because it's a big game live on S4C who haven't seen Jack Wilson fire the ball in, here we go. Jenkins will be his target, and seconds are key. Again, fires it right into the middle. That's hell of a throw. Sutton deals with it well. Veal gets his head on the edge. Jones takes a slip. Ismail looking for Robles on the diag, but Borg does well. Craig Williams, Hawkins. Jones. Jordan Davis had made the run. Put clear by Walker. Well, he did say that this fella will be key, Rushton. Loves playing that 10 role, Tom, and it's quicker than he looks, you know.
Yeah, just overdid it a little bit there. Should have released the pass a bit earlier.
Dylan Rees trying to get the swept pass. That was on, by the way. That was definitely on if he connects with that properly.
Yeah, certainly was Dylan Rees. Just didn't deliver it properly. Hawkins was in there.
Dave Jones. This Newtown side, we have to say and let people know that plenty of experience, loads of experience at this competition, at qualifying for Europe. Haverfordwest, 19 years. Great ball in, headed away again by Jenkins. Jones and Cowan's just looking to tag him again. Craig Williams, 500 plus games now, Tom. Craig Williams, what a magnificent achievement.
Yeah, unbelievable career, the Williams, to be fair to him.
Jones, pick your man. Ryan Sears will just drop in and deliver for Rob Les, who wins the duel against Dylan Rees.
Chris Hughes there.
Yeah, bags of experience, Chris Hughes. Along with Tony Bennett, European experience. Rees. Surprised myself, Tom, I don't know about you, I don't know the full conditions of it, but Jazz Richards not involved in the Haverfordwest starting lineup or squad. Ball in, keeper Jones comes and collects.
Yeah, I spoke to Tony Pennock for a game. He said he was fit, but obviously there was a doubt about it, so he was left out of the squad.
Well, that's a tough decision for the manager to make. And they've gone 10 games unbeaten, by the way, Haverfordwest, so you know they've most probably earned their positions. Borg. Again, Abruzzi gives width. Ex-Aston Villa and West Ham Borg, when he was a youngster, had a great game last week in the playoff against the Met. Craig Williams lets him know he's there and puts it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, solid tackle by Craig Williams there.
So bright.
So bright, we just can't see your screen in front of us, Mark, unfortunately, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, we'll just have to work a little bit harder, Tom, and give Specsavers a ring at half-time.
Yeah.
Wilson comes across. Jenkins will be definitely the first target. Yeah, other opticians are available, Tom. Fired in. Wilson flat. Headed behind Dylan Rees.
Neither team seem to have got any, big difference in size, have they? About 4 players are good in the air.
Yeah, no.
Sutton and Williams, and Jenkins and Dylan Rees, really. So they haven't got that much height, have they?
Yeah, here's a question.
West, but
early question for you, Tom. There's no doubt this is the warmest afternoon of the year so far, and it's obviously, I think it was 21, 22 before the start in Newtown. How does this affect people on this sort of day? Great ball in behind. Walker will take Jenkins down in the corner. Jenkins. Ball goes out of play. That's strength from the youngster. Good strength.
The thing is, Mark, talking about that, the teams came out at 4:30, Mark. I can't believe they came out so early. On a warm day like today, I'd have thought they'd have kept them in for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Tom. Because, like you said, if you're coming out for a half-hour warm-up in a cold day, you're warming your muscles up and everything, you're coming out today, you're taking some gas out of yourself.
Yeah, especially, nerves as well, adrenaline be pumping.
Well, we've almost gone to the 10-minute mark, and the best or only chance so far was that early almost mistake by the goalkeeper. Jones. Hawkins. Good feet again from Hawkins. He had a great game last week against against Cardiff Met. Shepherd can pick a pass from anywhere, as we know. Veal. Newtown seem to be dropping off once Haverfordwest get the ball, Tom. Just inviting them on. Brucey. Got to get tight to stop the cross. Didn't stop the cross. Great defending. Superb defending by Sears. Shepherd heads it out and it'll be a Newtown throw-in.
Yeah, it was a great ball by Veal initially. Crossfield pass to set that cross up.
Sixth in the league, Newtown. Played 32, won 12, drawn 5, lost 15. Haverfordwest finished 7th, played 32, won 14, drawn 5, lost 13. Obviously topped the bottom half, which didn't do him any harm, Tom, playing in that bottom 6.
No, obviously not. I'm sure they would have wanted better games in the top half of the table.
Yeah, it most probably did show last week when Haverfordwest were a good contest and eventual winners against the Met, who had a great season themselves. Veal. Jenkins. Definitely a plan this of Chris Hughes. Seen Newtown a few times this season and they just don't mind dropping off.
Yeah, just playing on the counter. You've got, as I said, they've got the pace on both the flanks, and Robles and Ismail. And then that link-up player is going to be Nick Rushton.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see who stays with him. At the moment, I think Shepherd is the one staying in to look after Rushton. And Walker or Cowans are looking after Henry Jones the other end. Feet up. I had to be feet up. Davis puts his head down, but Ismail with his little bit of a karate kick. High kicking. Don't think the referee has any option other than to give the free kick.
No damage done there to Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis is the main man, Tom.
Yeah, just a little foot up there. No malice.
Jones to put it into the area. Now Newtown have come a long way there. That gives Dave Jones a lot to do. If he drops this on that 12-yard spot with not too much air on it, he's got a good aim there. Jones puts into a great area. Had to beat it. Too easy to put that in, Tom, there.
Yeah, Dylan Rees, he has a free header there. Just missed it completely.
It is a great delivery from Henry Jones. A little bit of pace on it as well. And if Dylan Rees did get a header there, Tom, you'd expect him to...
Yeah, he just gets in behind the defender there. He just misses it completely.
Just got to guide it on target from that distance.
There's a bit of a no man's land for the goalkeeper, Dave Jones, there, wasn't it?
Jones full of experience, Dave Jones. He's been between the sticks for Newtown a long time. 358 games since 2007. Jones. Jenkins marking Aaron Williams. Davis, can he get there first? The big man, experienced centre-back Sutton. Another who have played plenty of games for Newtown.
Yeah, there's plenty of experienced players on this pitch, Mark.
Of course, if you're just joining us this afternoon, the league standings, we know TNS will play in the Champions League. Connah's Quay Nomads and Pen-y-bont will play in Europe, and today's winner will also go to Geneva in June for the draw for the qualifying rounds of the Europa League. Borg.
If anything, Mark, in this first 15 minutes, it's been Haverfordwest that's been in charge of that ball most of the time.
Absolutely, and I'm surprised at that, because there's one team in this league who like TNS apart, Tom, who like to just play football in their own way. It's Haverfordwest, and I'm surprised. That could be a yellow. It's interesting to see how he, the ref is right there now. Which is the rule? He says, take your time. Veal says, no chance, ref. He's tugged him back in a rugby tackle.
Well, I'm really surprised, Mark, because Ismail had a foot up about 5 minutes earlier.
Yes.
Here, not just, he tries to get his shirt off his back.
Absolutely.
Not once, twice. I'm really surprised.
Standard yellow, that one.
Yeah, 100%. Very, very fortunate there was Ismail.
Fourth official, Cheryl Foster, only 5 or 6 yards away. He's having a wonderful season herself. Plenty of European games. Jones, again, high line from Newtown. 10 yards outside their box this time. Jones, headed away. Williams, into no man's land. Connah will be pleased with the amount of ball they've. His goalkeeper hasn't been asked to make a save yet.
No, certainly, except for Zach Jones's mistake earlier in the game.
Great ball from Shepherd. Great ball. That Dylan Rees galloping up. Just 5 yards too much on that from Shepherd, but it was on.
It's quite interesting, Mark. You know, Newtown conceded 56 goals in the league this season. So they haven't got a watertight defence, have they?
No, not at all. Crowd fantastic this afternoon in their colours as well. A tremendous achievement by Haverfordwest to bring over 300 plus supporters a couple of hours away. Tom, you've got to give them a bit of credit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Hughes there.
Early days in the cup final. It is a cup final, there's no doubt about it. It's the Europa Playoff Cup final, and the prize is superb. 2 big men go up for Newtown. Sears and Sutton will be the target. Long throw. In it goes, not as long as Wilson's, just goes out of play. Quite almost the same as last week's game, Tom, between the Met and Haverfordwest. Started pretty slow. Would you say it's the same sort of thing? Nerves, tensions in these games?
Yeah, a little bit. The tempo isn't that quick either, is it?
No.
Both teams are just dropping off and the other team gets possession of the ball.
But we did say the weather may have a bit to do with that. Abruzzi asking Hawkins to do a little bit too much there. Sears will just sweep up and get it back to Dave Jones. Jones is caught. That is my pet hate as a football coach, commentator, whatever you like. That ball back to the goalkeepers when them goalkeepers take chances like that. And it happens every other week.
Yeah. Too much time there, didn't he? Really, let's be honest.
Well, that's 2 in the first 15 minutes, either end, where the goalkeeper's nearly being caught. Hawkins almost inside the Jordan Davis, who got between his 2 markers. Jones. Cowan's cut out by Abruzzi. The wingers have swapped at present, I think. Ishmael started on the right and Robles started on the left, and they've swapped after 15-minute intervals. Could be key. I think after watching 15 minutes, Tom, the one thing that is stand out about this is it's hard to pick a winner. Sears. Will Haverfordwest drop off in the same fashion? Matty Jones worked his way in the team. Made the move from Aberystwyth last year. Wilson. Can Wilson drive? Robles behind him. Cuts inside. He's a full-back, but he has the ability of a forward. Abruzzi. Abruzzi gets it inside. Veal. It's Wilson, in fact, still up there. Dylan Rees in the right-back slot. Took a long time. Last week, all the way to penalties till we've seen any success in hitting the back of the net. Let's hope we get an earlier goal this week. And Haverfordwest start the great ball in from Hawkins. It was a good run from Davis as well. Tightly marked. Jones has to get in the box. Great ball in. Chance, Hawkins just offside. Just offside, flag goes up. It's a good early spot. Louise Williams, consistent line.
Really tight decision, that one, Mark. I mean, great save by Jones, but what a delightful ball. That's a really close one, that.
Yeah, as so far, it's Henry Jones after 20 minutes who seems to be pulling most of the strings in setting up chances.
Well, he's got that ability, but on the other hand, Mark, last Saturday, just a needless push could have cost his side the game.
It's the type of player Henry is. He can win you a game every week when he's on form. Robles just showing his strength. Hook clear by Borg. There's good balance at the back there. Dylan Rees, Jenkins and Borg. Flicked on. Rushton. Good clearance as well by Dylan Rees. No nonsense. Edge of the box. Out of play it goes. I think it's Cowans will go across and try and fire the long throw in again.
Well, depending on Jenkins this afternoon, his aerial prowess as a defender be tested to the limit.
Yeah, gigantic. He's
Williams.
He's had a much better season since being moved as a central defender by Tony Pennock. Sutton with the first header, and Zach Jones last week's superhero between the sticks, just let it go over the top. They did come third in 2003-04. They played the Icelandic team, Haverfordwest. They lost in Europe 4-1. Lee Kendall, the present Barry manager, has been telling me about it all week. Tom, about 8 times on the phone.
All right. He'll be back in the Welsh Prem next season?
Yes, 2 great additions to the league. Good luck to Colwyn Bay and Bala Town. Great to have you both back. Or Barry back and new entrants Colwyn Bay. Jones. He's floated another great ball in all the time. Chris Hughes has to see to that. You can just see below us. The assistant coach there, Hughes, has just pointed that out, that Henry Jones is getting on the ball too much. Davis, Jordan Davis. Veal. Trying to thread their way through the Bluebirds. Brucey shifts the ball well. Jones again.
Certainly Jones looks on form today, Mark. He seems to be the one player Haverfordwest possessed that can split Newtown's defence.
Yeah, well, my early shout of thinking that Walker or Cowans would follow him looks to be wrong, because he seems to be getting a free roll, Tom. Shepherd could pass it just as well, you know.
Yeah, just give the ball away there, Mark, didn't he? But he was just fortunate to give it back.
Jones. Hawkins. I like Hawkins. He comes off his marker all the time. Good experience. Swansea, Hull, Shelbourne. Chance. First goal of the afternoon. It's a mistake from the fullback, but it's the top scorer. 15th goal of the season. It's Jordan Davis, giving the Bluebirds a 1-0 advantage. Davis hits the back of the net, and it's Haverfordwest 1, Newtown 0.
Yeah, dreadful error defensively by Craig Williams there. Just didn't clear it. There's been no nonsense defending from Haverfordwest every time, Mark. But this time, the ball comes across the field here. I think, for me, the keeper should have come and got back to start with. Too slow, and Williams fluffs his lines there. And Jordan Davis, like any good predator, he's on it. He's on it straight away. He reacts really well and lifts it into the net.
Yeah, it's a pretty good finish. This one you should be finishing, but Davis, as you say, half a chance. When you're on form, you're on form. 15th goal. They have had plenty of the game so far, and if anybody was going to open a score, and it looked like Haverfordwest, and that is Jordan Davis, and he'll be proud of this, I think, Tom. That takes him definitely top of the league as Welsh goal scorers for the season. 15, and I'm sure he won't want to finish on that. Walker drives through. Great block from Board, because that was setting up perfectly for a half volley there for Jake Walker. What a tackle that is, by the way.
Yeah, certainly needed Board there. But again, just shows you can switch off just after scoring a goal. Bit of euphoria, and really needed a defensive tackle there from Borg.
Looking back on that goal, Tom, and just being honest, I think Craig should have hooked it out to play.
He should have smashed it out of the Mark. You know,
yes.
You can't take chances there.
No. Sun's in his eyes anyway.
It doesn't matter. The thing is, Mark, the striker's behind him. He doesn't know where he was.
Go safe. Go safe.
We saw that twice from Dylan Rees and Jenkins. They just put it out for play. Reorganise.
Shepherd goes down in midfield. I think Henry Jones has gone down as well. I don't know, is there a designated water break here this afternoon, Tom? I don't know whether we've been alerted by it. I'm sure there will be with these sort of temperatures.
Well, there should be, Mark. There should be one in here as well.
Jordan Davis played most of his career for Connah's Quay, Prestatyn.
Yeah, just seeing that goal from a different angle there, Mark, from behind the goal.
That's his 50th goal in 50 games, Tom. That's 22 goals. That's nearly one every 2 games. That's not bad. That's a good striker.
He's been a really good find for Haverfordwest. Came on loan initially, didn't he?
And I'm sure, Tom, there'll be people all over the country watching this on S4C this afternoon. I was lucky enough to be in a cricket club in Kilgetty last night, Tom, and they said they will have 50 to 100 watching it this afternoon.
Oh, that's excellent.
Mostly supporting the Haverfordwest Bluebirds.
Well, you know, you're down in the heart of Pembrokeshire there, Mark.
Yeah, let's hope they're not playing and missing it. Big part of this game, massive part at present. 27 minutes on the clock. Haverfordwest County, were they to get the next goal? You're almost thinking 1 foot on the aeroplane.
Oh, a long way to go, Mark.
Says the experienced Tommy Morgan. Wilson, he won't rush here. You could just see him right in front of us. The heat and everything. Players looking weary after 30 minutes. Wilson fires it in. 12-yard spot. Headed away by Sutton. Sutton is going to be key all afternoon. Great ball. Almost a great ball. That was Dylan Rees again. Dylan Rees is getting forward, you know. In that, as a right-sided centre-back, he's appeared on a right wing 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, they don't mind when in possession. They don't mind pushing their wing-backs really forward, Mark, and obviously he's a central defender.
Would you say that's progressive coaching from the likes of Tony Pennock and Gary Richards, of course, who've worked their skills at Swansea and Hull City? Louis Robles, ex-TNS, and always capable of getting goals.
Certainly found it a lot harder here at Latham Park and probably did at Park Hall to get amongst the goals, Mark.
Definitely. Haverfordwest could become the 10th team to win these playoffs. Rees has got to go back in. Cohen, great ball in. Headed down. Clearance by Jenkins. Out of play. I'll back your point, Tom, what you made earlier on. The Bluebirds, Haverfordwest, are showing signs of no-nonsense defending. They're just trying to clear their lines.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the name of the game. For me, don't dwell on the ball. Don't try and be clever and play out. Jake Walker there. He hooked down miles over the crossbar.
I think most people's favourites would have been the team who finished the highest, with their experience of European playoff finals. Still, like you said, plenty to go, but there's no doubt that the Bluebirds are worthy of their 1-0 advantage so far. Rushton has got to get on the ball for Newtown. Shepherd. Shepherd plays the ball forward more than anybody in this league, I think, Tom. He's very, he's always looking for goals for people in for a goal, which I like.
Yeah, I think he's playing, for me, he's playing a lot deeper than he normally does today.
Yeah, because Henry's in the 10.
Yeah, him and Jamie Veal just sitting there, nice and comfy, in front of the back three.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Chris Hughes go to a back three and match up in midfield and wing back. Don't think he'll be long before he does that.
Well, he could easily bring on Callum Roberts at left wing, push Matty Jones further forward, and he's got plenty of experience. So I'm sure if the score stays the same, he'll be looking to make tweaks to his team, to his lineup.
Sears overhits the ball there. It goes on a play. Well, Tom, we've commentated at Newtown over the years, and this afternoon Malcolm Allen and Dylan Ebenezer are in the open-air luxury boat, and we're in confined space with, we're now calling it the sauna, and I'm sure there are Test cricket commentators have never commentated in heat in Barbados like we are sat at the moment.
Never commented in the glass house before, man.
Hawkins again. Good link-up play from him. Jenkins. Robles. Newtown need to get Robles, Rushton, Aaron Williams, who's the second highest goal scorer in the league, simply, after half an hour, has not had a touch, Tom. Is that good work from Jenkins and company?
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, Newtown haven't had enough possession, Mark, to try and get it round the back, to get some crosses in. Only thing they've had is a couple of long throws, and they really just don't look as if they can break down this Haverfordwest defence at the moment, Mark, from open play.
Well, I don't think they would have been overconfident, Newtown, but I think they knew they would have started as favourites. But like you said, long way to go, an hour in this game yet. And let's hope we see a few more flashes of brilliance or goals in that hour. Jones.
For me, Mark, this is an all or nothing game, isn't it?
Oh.
One team gets it all, the other team gets absolutely nothing.
Don't leave nothing. The lads at home from the Met and Bala will tell you that. They'd all love to be here this afternoon. Oh, well played, Williams. That's it to Aaron Williams. Ishmael's playing more central now. Matty Jones puts it in the middle. Jenkins, great defending from Borg. Great defending from Borg. That's the first header Jenkins have lost, and his twin defender has got around and made sure he got his header away.
Yeah, and from the rebound, Ismail, I think he had a little bit more time than he thought there. He skied the effort, but like you said, Borg with the header out, chested down, it goes for power rather than
snatches
quality.
It a bit. Snatches it a bit.
But, that's probably their best opening, Mark. So far, half an hour.
It's the third instant in 12 seasons of the playoffs that the two bottom-ranked teams have made the final. I think the first one, if history tells me, was Port Talbot against Bala, when Bala had their first victory in a 1-0 and scored in extra time.
Yeah, we was there, as they say.
Bench is key to this game. Ricky Watts, Ben Fawcett, Johan Evans, Jack Leahy, Yori Humphries and Harry John for the Bluebirds. Callum Roberts, Kieran Mills-Evans, Nigel Ellis, Devon Torrey, George Hughes and Macaulay Taylor. They'll have a part to play, no doubt, especially on a day like today. Rushton. Shepherd just leaves one in as Rushton tries to get away from him. And this will be the first time of the afternoon that Craig Williams or Cowans will challenge the goalkeeper. Cowans I think Sutton is just taking Jenkins away from the action. You heard he's gone.
He's the decoy man.
Yeah, definitely. Jordan Davis did well last week in set plays, you know, so he does work hard in both areas, Davis.
Aerially, he's defensively very good, man.
Yes, I have to agree, definitely. Got to close down early. They just switched off there a bit. Got away with that. Henry Cowans, whose father, of course, graced the field for Aston Villa. Wonderful player, Gordon Cowans. First flick going in.
Believe it or not, Mark, I played against his dad on this pitch for the Central Wales 11 against Aston Villa, and you were correct. What a player.
Yeah, brilliant. Don't think I could come back with anything to beat that one, Tom. Gordon Cowans, what a player. European Cup winner, of course. Jones. Robles.
Do you know, as a striker, Mark, you see Hawkins there now. When Jones did that mistake early in the game, you give the striker that bit of, you know, right, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to chase everything down against him this afternoon.
Absolutely. Craig Williams gets ahead. It's a big time in this game now. Brucey goes down with what looks like a head injury, which is automatic stop, and well done, referee. He noticed it earlier. The Newtown dugout will have a chance to come out and have a few words with their players.
He's recovered already as a breezy. Just seen the replay. Yeah.
So you have to say, Tom, that Haverfordwest have they're like a phoenix from the ashes in the Welsh Cymru Premier. They were playing in the Welsh League 4 or 5 seasons ago. They've come back in, restructured as a club. It's always like Newtown. It's a wonderful place to go, and they need success, and this is a massive chance for them. Ryan Sears.
Just haven't seen anything of Craig Williams as an attacking force this afternoon, Mark.
Yeah, that's right. Stayed in the 4. Rushton as Williams. Can he just put it in? Great ball in, Williams. I think you called it, Tom. You called it, Tom. And you called a Newtown equaliser. You said Williams hadn't been involved.
No.
He picks the ball up. He goes to the line, delivers, and it's the big man on the far post, Aaron Williams. It's one apiece in the playoff final.
Yeah, certainly Williams. He got released down that right-hand side, and what a pinpoint cross to Williams at the back post. But where was the marking, Mark? The thing is, you know, he's a centre forward. He scores goals, and he's just got himself free at the back post there. Poor defending, but what a cross. He just makes up for his mistake for the goal, and it's all even with half-time approaching.
It's quality. As Craig Williams gets in, Tom, around the outside of Lisa Brucey, you could see Pennock put his hands on his head. He knew that Williams had the chance to deliver, and he knew that if he delivered in that 6-yard box to Aaron Williams when he's 6 yards out, you guide it in.
Yeah, I just had a quick glance into the box before the cross was delivered, and he was on the move.
Game on. Big game, big players. Aaron Williams is one of them. Brucey, great ball in himself. Hawkins there, like keep that one for the record book, young Hawkins, barging over one of the biggest centre-halves in the league. The Newtown supporters are now back in full voice. 38 minutes on the clock in the JD Europa playoff final. One apiece, Newtown and Haverfordwest.
Yeah, certainly. You know, Williams, you know, showed his quality there with that cross.
Yeah, you know, Tom, you could sit here all afternoon, and this is in every game. Champions League, at the top of the Premier League in England, in our league. You can talk tactics, One ball out wide, delivered, far post, centre forward who's hungry and loves scoring goals. It's one apiece. Williams Sears. And I know now that if this is 1-1 at half time, I think I know who the happier manager will be now.
And he's standing to our left?
Yeah, Chris Hughes, no doubt. They weren't playing at all, really. One bit of magic from the 500 plus game fullback.
And the skipper.
And he knows who to pick out. Rushton, as it ignited the Robins. Ishmael's been really quiet since going up on the left hand side, Tom. Just leaves one in there on the edge of the box.
Well, you always called him a shotgun. He's been very steady today as Bryn Malcolm Jones.
I think he's the coolest man in the ground. I think he likes the sunshine.
Yeah, Cowan just leaves one in there. But it's funny how referees see it different to us, Mark.
Yeah.
Is that the owner of Haverfordwest? Or
just missed it, sorry, on the screen.
Can't see very well, but
may well have been Wayne Jones or Wolvesy. We did see him earlier on. Wolvesy, I think, played in the last European game in 2003. But it's definitely ignited Newtown, Tom, and they're looking confident around the edge of the box. Just goes to show. Williams scores the goal and then comes and wins his first header.
You know the difference, Mark? He's been static all game. Now he runs a crossbar there and wins the header.
Yes, yeah, and he looks a lot more confident. That goal, by the way, for Williams gives him 20 total in assists and goals, which is right up there in the league standings. Jordan Davis, Sears, Shepherd. They're still first with a midfield though. Haverfordwest, Sutton. Surprised to see Borg give Williams the time to bring that down then. Williams just getting on top a couple of minutes towards half time. Ishmael, Wilson, Sutton. Don't think he'll take the shot on. He does. Oh, it's a tester from Sutton. I think the roof would have come off this place if that would have gone in. Shane Sutton, I've never seen him strike a ball from that far out.
No, he got hold of it pretty well as too, Mark. As soon as he hit that, keep it a little bit uneasy.
Well, it's one apiece in the cooking pot, what's called Latham Park.
But Jordan Davis got to look after the ball a bit better there, because Sutton came in, nicked the ball off him.
Since the goal, Tom, Newtown definitely taking the game by the reins now.
Yeah, they've upped the tempo a little bit.
Sutton. If there's anybody, excuse any language there, coming over the microphone. Jenkins clears his lines and just starting to pick a lot more seconds up now. Rushton misguides his pass behind Ishmael. I think Haverfordwest will most probably need the break more than Newtown need the break now.
Yeah, 100%. Just making a few little errors at the moment. Haverfordwest not looking after the ball as well as they did in the opening half hour, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's great to see Tom this afternoon. I think we have to mention as well, there's a lot of fans come from a lot of other clubs this afternoon with this free entry, which was marvellous. They say a marvellous gesture. Even a couple of Port Talbot Town fans here this afternoon.
Yeah,
that's great to see them.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll get the old summer football argument up again if it's going to have a crowd like this again.
Are you an advocate of that, Mark?
No, I'm more of a winter man. I like my overcoats. Walker, a minute to go in the first period, and just about now, I think, on percentage and overall, they might have just edged that equalizer, and it's about a fair score now. Jones fires it long. Borg
certainly be an opportunity for both managers to have a look at it tactically and see what tweaks they can make.
I think Tony Pennock's biggest thing at half-time will be, as Craig Williams tries to get in again, or Robles, is to stop the crosses, because he knows if it does go in, Williams, as what he's shown already, Aaron Williams, he's very potent in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fourth official just added the minutes. One added.
He must be dying for a drink as well, man.
Yeah, Cheryl Foster puts the 1 minute up. But entertaining. Not many saves from goalkeepers, but 2 goals. And we're all square. Oh, you'd have to go back to the goalkeeper there. Reese does well. No chance, by the way, the goalkeeper, of getting near the cross or the goal. Zach Jones, no chance.
No, absolutely.
The cross was quality and the header was quality. Extra time and penalties are on offer today. Should we go the distance of 90 minutes?
I did tell you before the game today, Mark, about the extra time and penalties.
Sutton. Borg wins a headed duel with Williams. Louis Robles trying to get Ismail back in the game. Half-time whistle blown by the referee, Bryn Markham Jones. It's 1 apiece at Latham Park. Don't go away. Come back in the second period. We look forward to seeing you after the break.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni at rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle. A stori'r prif sgorwyr yw hi fan hyn ar Barc Latham hyd yn hyn. Jordan Davies yn rhoi hwlffordd ar y blaen wedi 10 munud, ond unrhyw beth gall ei wneud, gall Aaron Williams wneud hefyd. Prif sgoriwr y dre newydd yn union i'r sgôr just cyn hanner amser. Ac mae'n gwbl gyfartal fan hyn, yn y gres, yn yr heilwen fan hyn ar Barc Latham. Ie, croeso nôl ato ni, y Mark Lloyd Williams wedi dod lawr i gadw cwmni fi. Mark, beth oedd dy argraffiadau di ar yr hanner cynta yna?
Ie, nath dre newydd 5 munud cynta ar y droed flaen, a wedyn hwlffordd wedyn yn mynd ar gêm i'r dre newydd ac symudiadau Hawkins, Jordan Davies yn y llun llaen, Henry Jones cael ar y bêl digon o weithiau ac yn creu cyfleon ac oedd achosi problema i ganol cae y dre newydd ac yn hyddiannol mi ath hwlffordd ar y blaen ond hanner cyntaf gwych.
Ni'n mynd i sôn am dactegau hwlffordd ac sy'n gwybod, o ti a Malcolm, o'ch chi'n joio jyst pa mor ymosodol o'n nhw'n edrych yn erbyn y dre newydd ar ddechrau'r gêm?
Ie, dim byd i golli yna'n bas wych i mewn o'n fanna. Dwi'n gwybod oedd Hawkins yn cam sefyll, ond oedd hi'n arbediad wych wrth gwrs gan Dave Jones. Do'n gwybod bod y llyman wedi cael ei godi, ond arbed yn wych gyda'i gorff yn fanna, ond wedyn oedd y peli lletraws na ac yr symudiadau gan Hawkins oedd o'n disgyn yn ddefn o Jordan Davies mynd i cefn ac oedd nhw'n ffirio, felly oedd yn o Sears a Sutton im gwybod pwy oedd yn codi pwy.
Ac o bêl letraws ddath y gol Jordan Davies yn rhoi hwlffordd ar y blaen a mae'r nhw'n gwbl heiddiannol o fe'n ar y blaen hefyd.
Oedd camgymeriad gan Craig Williams i ddechrau, ond a Jordan Davies, fel bob ymwysodwr yn siarp yn y cwrt Cosby, ond i fi camgymeriad Dave Jones i'n lle cyntaf. Mae'r bêl di trafilio hanner can lladd a dylia fod o lia yn sefyll ar ei gwrt 6, tu allan i gwrt 6, os oedd yn gwneud hynna, so jyst yn codi'r bêl ac i gafal yn ei yn hawdd, ond mae di roi problem i Craig Williams, mi o'n gorau mestyn, a wedyn Jordan Davies yn glinigol ac yn sgori 15 gol ar tymor.
A pa mor hapus bydde Tony Pennock wedi bod, achos ar yr adeg hynny, hwlffordd, mae'n lot o blant tu ôl i ni yn sydyn rhaid, ond ar yr adeg hynny, hwlffordd oedd yn reoli tempo'r gêm.
Ia, mi oedd yn og, oedd Henry Jones, Shepherd a Fil oedd cael ar y bêl lot, o Cowens a Walker methu cael yn agos iddyn nhw. Ond wedyn, chwarter awr cyn y diwadd, nath Hwlffordd ddechrau disgyn a disgyn yn ddyfnach ac yn ddyfnach, a wedyn oeddech chi'n gweld y dre newydd yn rheoli y meddiant a rheoli y chwarae, a dwi'n meddwl dyna sydd oedd y gol.
A fe ddath gol y dre newydd wedyn ni. Aaron Williams sgorio ddwy yn erbyn y Bala, prif sgorio'r y dre newydd tymor yma. Pa mor bwysig mae'r gol, Marc, ond yn bwysicach oll am seri'r gol?
Ia, 6 munud cyn yr egwyl, a dwi wedi chwarae efo Craig Williams a mae'r ansawdd gan fo i gael y croesiadau a mae mewn ac Aaron Williams yn tynnu hyn yn ôl tuag at y postyn pell yna ac yn neidio yn uwch na Jenkins a Rhys ar y postyn ac yn penio'r bel i lawr so dim gobaith Isaac Jones.
O ran y reolwyr, Marc, pwy ti'n credu beth hapusa yn y stafell newid na?
Dwi'n meddwl fydd y ddau weddol hapus, fydd Pennock hapus o ffordd i chwarae hanner awr cynta, a fi Chris Hughes wedyn yn meddwl, da ni wedi dod i mewn i'r gêm yn ystod i'r 20 munud dwytha. Felly mae'r tymeredd yn chwarae ran ac efallai dyna pam oedd Hwlffordd yn disgyn y ddyfnach ac y ddyfnach, ond ia, fydd y ddau dwi'n meddwl yn hapus bod nhw yn gyfartal o lia.
A Marc, diolch yn fawr am y tro. Wel, tybed, beth mae un o gyn reolwyr Hwlffordd yn credu o'r hanner gynta yna. Mae Wayne Jones yn cadw cwmni i Nicky John.
Diolch, Sianad. Yeah, Wayne, as a former Haverfordwest County manager, I'm just wondering, are you actually able to enjoy this first half? What have you made of proceedings so far?
Yeah, enjoying it. Obviously a bit anxious. Obviously one Haverfordwest, so hopefully getting to Europe. But yeah, enjoying it. I think, in all honesty, up until the goal there, a bit of a sucker punch for Haverfordwest. I thought they, fairly controlled the game in the majority of the first half, and a well-taken goal there at the end. But yeah, I think it's all to play for now, and like you said, it's going to be end-to-end now in the second half here.
20 long years since the club were last in Europe. I know you were involved back then as well as a player. What are your memories of that time? And then also, what would it mean to the club to actually make that step forwards and get back into Europe this afternoon?
Yeah, like you said, 2004, I was fortunate to be in that squad when we played out in Iceland. We had a great team there, and since then, the club has faltered a bit. I've been involved for the last 12 years on and off with the club, and obviously since the new takeover the last 3 years, The new chairman's come in, he's redeveloped the club from top to bottom. And that's take nothing away from David Hughes, who was the previous chairman who kept the club afloat and obviously, managed us to get to this stage. I'd like to think that we played all a little part in building where we are now. But, it's over to the big boys now. Tony, a friend of mine, these are guys who are well experienced, and I think, the team's developed, off the scene has developed, and they're a club that's growing strength to strength.
One thing that's fantastic, I think, as well, is seeing so many supporters here today. Both clubs deciding to allow people through the gate for free, and it's created a fantastic atmosphere, hasn't it?
It's brilliant, yeah, to be fair. Like you said, the sun shines out. This crowd, it must be 2,000 plus here. You can see everyone's mixing and that's what football's about. We're coming to the tail end of the season now, and it's an enjoyment day, but obviously there's a lot of anxiety in both camps. So.
And you're feeling both emotions at the moment, I know. Second half, how's it going to go?
Well, like you said, either way, I'm fearful from Newtown's height, presence. I think that if the game's going to get affected, maybe from a set play or a height, that worries me a bit from a Haverfordwest supporter cap on. But down the sides, Haverfordwest have got so many threats. I think it's I don't think there's a couple more goals in this game.
I think you could be right, Wayne. Wel, mae Ewrop o fewn cyffwrdd I un o'r clybiau yma. Mae yna 3 chwarter awr go fawr o bêl-droed o'n blaen ni rwan. Dewch yn ôl ar gyfer yr ail hanner mewn cwpl o funudau.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni at gêm olaf y tymor lle mae'n gyfartal rhwng y Drenewydd a Hwlffordd ac bod y tymor domestig yn dod i ben heddiw hydwch becso achos dyw pêl-drod rhyngwladol ddim rhy beth bant. Mae ymgyrch Cymru i gyrraedd Ewro 2024 yn parhau. Cymru yn erbyn Armenia a Twrci yn erbyn Cymru yn fyw ar S4C mis nesa. Ac i ni'n barod am yr ail hanner fan hyn yn y Drenewydd. Nôl â ni at ein tîm sylwebu, Mark, Malcolm a Dylan.
Welcome back to Latham Park in Newtown, where Newtown are currently 1-1 with Haverfordwest County in the JD Cymru Euro playoff final. Haverfordwest took the league in the first 25 minutes. It was last minute or a couple of minutes before half-time. Aaron Williams equalised, and it's game on, Tom.
Yeah, game's on a knife edge, I think, Mark. Next goal's going to be really key.
Sears just hooks it away. Shepherd pushes further forward than he did all half. Beale tries to fly one into the far post, headed away by Matty Jones. Only to the edge, though. Shepherd will try and get the pass over. He gets it over to Henry Jones. It's a bright start from the second half. Great ball in. Headed away by Sutton and cleared. Poofed clear by Louis Robles. Yeah, next goal is absolutely key, Tom. Newtown, if anything, Tom, I think the main word was at half-time. Well played, Walker. If he's meant that, that was brilliant. Chance, Ismail. Does he take a touch? Hard to get the shot off. Waits. It's a save from Jones. I think he's missed a trick there, Tom. I think he's missed a trick. If he took it early, he was in. Still might be in. Edge. Over the bar, that's two. It's Rushton this time. Two massive chances in the first couple of minutes of the second period for Newtown.
Yeah, certainly two really good openings for the Robins right at the start of this second period. Zach Jones, one brilliant save. Said Robles comes inside there, forces a great save from the keeper there. Ismail it was. Then Robles sets up Matty Jones and Rushton fires over.
And the sun still blazing down on the 3G at Latham Park. A wonderful crowd, almost should we say 2,000, 1,800 and plus. 1826 in fact. I was just trying to make it sound even more exciting, pressing it towards the 2,000, but it's a brilliant turnout. And wow, if the Cymru Premier could get crowds like this every week, what a turn up this would be for this league. It's all it's missing. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%, Mark. That's just the key ingredient that we need at this level.
Sutton, back to Jones. Half-time, Tom, team talks positive, okay, one apiece. Any negativity from either manager at half-time?
Just see this through, Mark.
Robles. He's always got a trick in him, Louis Robles, especially around the penalty area. He has good feet. Scored goals over the last few seasons and picked up titles with TNS. Ryan Sears tries to fire one in. Dylan Rees got there first. Wilson. Hawkins lays it off. Veal. Brucey will try and get on the outside on the left-hand side in that wing-back role again. Hawkins gets a shot off, just wide of the target. That Jones worried, there's no doubt about that. Had that been on target, he would have worried the goalkeeper.
Yeah, done well there, Hawkins. Quite patient. Just comes inside and then drills it past Jones's left-hand post. Did he quite bright as Hawkins in the first half. Started the second half in the same vein of form.
Yeah, we're still behind this glass sheet, Tom, and we have to thank somebody stood next to us. Somebody would have said lager, Guinness, or water, what would you prefer? And he delivered. What a wonderful ice cold water.
Certainly keeps us cool, Mark.
Craig Williams to take the throw. Set the second goal up. He was involved in most probably the 2 goals. Marvellous crowd, and I'm sure they'll be staying to the end. Williams. I think I said it once in the first half, Tom. This, for me, is a rank, even money call. This could go either way.
Yeah, certainly, Mark. Not a lot to choose between either team, is there?
You have the likes of Davis. When they've got 2 good goal scorers on the team, on the park, Jordan Davis, 15 goals, Aaron Williams, I think 16 goals. You know, it's just one chance. They need a little bit of service, and they can produce in that key moment. You did it all your life for Aberystwyth and company, so you know a lot about it.
Yeah, it's always handy to have, you know, a prolific goal scorer, but you also have to have, you know, I call them not all runs, but lads that chip in with goals, like from set plays. A good centre half who scores, you know, 5 to 10 goals a season.
Yeah, okay. Centre backs like Shane Sutton, who scored 19 goals in 280 games, or centre backs like Lee Jenkins, who scored 7 goals in 116 games. Like you said, chip in. Throw. Cowans again will arrow one in. Williams headed away this time by Dylan Rees. Ismail will go back. Matty Jones standing up looking for Sears. Sears thought that Cowans was running outside him. In the end, he just heads it out of play.
Ask you a question, Mark. On such a warm afternoon, do you think that either manager will throw caution to the wind and go for a victory, or they'll be cautious and let it go the whole way to extra time penalties?
Well, last week I think Tony Pennock, we said this about Tony Pennock last week, and he just stood strong and held his nerve. And I think Chris Hughes has the experience. If out of the 2, I think Chris Hughes might roll the dice a bit. I think Tony will stand, you know, more of a steady Eddie. Interesting though, very interesting, and good question. Williams headed away by Abruzzi. What we haven't had this afternoon, we haven't had any magic, shall we say, apart from the cross most probably, where somebody have really showed a bit of magic to light this game up. Williams.
Not as good as this cross for the goal, was it?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, there's a couple of substitution cards coming out on the bottom there, and I'll tell you what, Tom, to prove me wrong, I think Pennock might roll the first dice. Jack Leahy, maybe, for me, for Hawkins, and we haven't had no information at all.
Ricky Watts looks as if he's coming on.
Right, Ricky Watts will be coming on, looking then to see if there's anybody injured out there, because Watts will most probably slot in at the back like he did last week. Jenkins, Borg and Rees at the back. Watts is coming on, Ricky Watts is coming on, it's 20. It's Borg, there was an injury to Borg. It looks like a calf or something on the left hand side. So Oscar Borg goes off. Yeah, he's going straight off to the changing room, so he must be in a little bit of pain there. Dylan Rees will go left of a 3 now, and Ricky Watts, as per last week, will drop in as a right-sided central defender of the back 3. Sears hooks it forward. I think Borg, in fact, is not gone, and he's going to walk the full walk around. But I'm sure he might have been struggling at half-time if he's come off as early as this, Tom.
Yeah, he probably said to the manager, give me 5 minutes, yeah. And he's proved that it's not going to get any better.
He's great for their balance, by the way, Borg. They've got a bit of a balance with a central defender and right, left-footed defenders. That'll be changed now. Dylan Rees, right-footed, now will play in the left-sided centre-back role. Craig Williams. Robles. Rushton. Both the grounds, the tackle's a good tackle.
Be interesting. I thought Borg done really well defensively in the air against Williams on several occasions today. Won some key headers defensively.
Yeah, I totally agree. He did well last week as well against Cardiff Met, so he could be a key loss.
In there for a foul, Newtown, but nothing given by the assistant referee.
10 minutes of the second half almost, and this Newtown seemed to be trying to get the advantage. Handball wanted, handball given outside the box. Quick question straight away, Tom. If this is inside, does he give the same decision? If we can see the screen.
Well, I think the assistant referee helped him there. He was in a perfect position to pick that handball out. Clear as mud, that picture, Mark.
It's 18.
Now, Matty Jones, he can deliver a ball.
Yeah. You whip it across the front here. You've got to just whip it, and they're deep. They are deep on this. It's a great ball in. Great header away by Jack Wilson, by the way. He had big Aaron Williams on his shoulder. That's a great header by Wilson. Williams. I'll ask the same question. Abruzzi will head behind for the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of indecision by Abruzzi. Gives away the corner there. Such a danger at that far post is Williams.
Zelly Ismail with the Newtown supporters behind the goal, and they're trying to block the goalkeeper right in this time. There's no room in there. All on the line, so he has to put it under the bar. It goes short in the end. Whipped it across the front. Spun his man, Williams. I just think you've got to put it in first time. You know, the sun, for a start, the sun is in the goalkeeper's eyes. You've got to put it underneath the bar and ask him a question.
And the thing is, Zach Jones isn't the biggest keeper in the world, is he? You want to put him under pressure.
Well, once your team go in and set up to press the goalkeeper, you're expecting it to be delivered. Dylan Rees be playing off the left foot most of this half. Walker just gets a head on the midfield.
Jones has been quiet, hasn't he, in the last, just before half time. He's such a key player in the first half an hour, I should say, and after that he's gone into hiding a little bit.
Yeah, he was on the ball the first half hour. He dictated the game, with no doubt. We talked about that once or twice. Jenkins goes from his own half. Hook clear by Matty Jones. Watts. It's a good start from Ricky Watts. Wilson fires it in. Veal. Here is Jones. Cowans starting to get on the ball a lot more. Rushton. Aaron Williams just didn't read that quick enough. Rees. Jones. It's an almost pass. Yeah, it's an educated chip in behind the defence. Just a little bit too much, a little bit straight, and the goalkeeping position was good.
I think for me, Mark, as well, Jordan Davis wasn't quick enough there. He wasn't on the same wavelength as Jones.
And Bruce fired a few goals in from distance this season. Always likes to attack. Shepherd strike. Wonderful header from Sutton. He didn't want to trouble his goalkeeper at all, and you're asking yourself to put your head on the block. That's defending at the top level.
Yeah, nicely set up there for Shepherd, and he really gets hold of that one. With a troubled keeper, wouldn't he?
May have troubled the keeper, may have troubled the net, you know. That was on fire, that ball. Great header away. 2 out to stop the short this time. Corner is expected to be whipped in on Jones. In it comes, far post. Easy enough for the number one for Newtown. It's played in Europe.
That's a poor delivery, Mark. From set piece, you're looking for better than that. Newtown wasteful a few minutes before.
Yeah, I think Wayne Jones at half-time was talking to Nicky John. Great knockdown and a good break-up by Shepherd. Wayne Jones talking to Nicky John, saying, anybody could win it, and set plays could be important, as we know with both these teams. Matty Jones gets away with one there. Walker. Henry Jones, Wilson now. Can he gallop? Oh, Hawkins run right in his hole. Gets the ball in the end. Can he drive in? There's bodies in the box. Edge of the box is knocked down. Chance Davis. Last ditch tackle by Sears. He took all the power out of the shot from Davis.
Don't you think Veal should have taken that himself there, Mark? Great opportunity. Just in a replay here. Comes across, he just puts it down with Davis. Didn't have...
Yeah, but that's one of my pet hates, Tom. When your wing backs make runs like that, Jordan, Wilson makes the run. He was bombing. And two of his players come from inside to out to get in his way. Brucey looks full of running, and Rushton tracks him excellently. He gets the ball back for his team. Dylan Rees does well to avoid handball. I think these players are starting to know now. It's key. The next goal is absolutely key. Jones clears his lines well. Watts. Williams, can he get a run? Jenkins will show him outside because Jenkins will believe he can run him. And that's brilliant defending. Brilliant defending. He's asking him to come and run him, and he just glides in and gets the free kick. Good defending.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
You just read exactly what Williams' intention was there.
That's why I think, Tom, that lad's still got a chance in the professional game. He's the kingpin now at the back for Haverfordwest. He's 21 years of age, by the way.
He's not big enough, Mark. He's not tall enough.
Jenkins?
No. You didn't play him for the Wales C, did you?
No, but at 21 years of age, he was substitute to three experienced centre-backs, and he's quick, and he's 6'1", so I don't know what sort of tape measure you're looking at. Jones.
I've seen a lot of him, Mark, and I don't think he's up to that quality.
We'll leave it at that. Put back in, Walker. Yeah, he's just left his leg out there. Watts, Ismail, keen to go inside. Watts, and this is key situation now. Matty Jones will be on this, looking for the big men going up.
Yeah, Ismail knew exactly what he was doing there against Watts. Just drew the tackle off him.
An amazing stat. Apart from 14 games since Christmas, Newtown. They've had 3 victories, all against Bala.
Yeah. I'm not too sure what Ismail was doing there. I could just see, it's just so wasteful.
It was Newtown with our Pen-y-bont last season. They finished in 3rd position to get into Europe. This is their option this season. Harvey West. Oh, has he got him? Great ball, Shepherd. Wilson gets up. Does he take it across? Chance! Oh! Davis, I think, will apologise to Jones there with an accidental collision. It was a great ball across for Wilson. Just a little bit too much on it. Asking Davis.
Tell you one thing there, Mark. Veal's pass there was absolutely on the button.
Brilliant ball. Wilson in.
Wilson, you know, I mean, he's got a gamble there, to be fair to Davis, and he's a whisker away, isn't he, of putting his team back ahead.
If it goes in, it's a fantastic ball on the break.
Yeah.
And I think we may look to see a little bit more from that. Jack Wilson, can he start getting more at Matty Jones?
I said that, you know, about Craig Williams in the first half. Now, this guy's got all the ability in the world. I think Jack Wilson, he could be a match winner any time in this game.
Almost. With the last cross. Williams. .63 minutes on the clock. Newtown 1, Haverfordwest County 1 in the JD Cymru Europa League final. Jenkins, Davis. Your playoff scraps, Davis. Jones trying to play Davis in behind. Craig Williams, as per the first half, just opts to put out the play. Flag may have gone up for offside down in the corner, and it has. The referee raises his hand.
Yeah, probably learned from his mistake in the first half. Craig Williams there, no nonsense there, just hooks it out for the throw in.
We have TNS, Tommy, in Europe every year, and they are our champions. Wonderful champions as well of Wales. Connah's Quay have been there now, they're regularly in. What does Europe mean to the likes of clubs like these, Pen-y-bont, Haverfordwest, Newtown? How vital is it to their setup?
Well, Newtown have been regulars on the European stage now, so if Haverfordwest can get there, you know, it'll just give them that added incentive, I think.
Ishmael, but can he never puts it in early, always takes the extra touch, Yeah, I'd like to see him just put it in a bit earlier, like Wilson did the other end. Matty Jones. Game definitely opening up, Tom, in the heat and going more end to end. Cowans has had a good game in midfield for Newtown.
Yeah, he works tremendously hard, to be fair to him.
Rushton. Dylan Rees gets the tackle on.
He's been strong defensively as Dylan Rees, read the game really well, does the simple things really well.
Yeah, I think he's been their best defender all year, by the way. You know, he is Mr. Dependable for them. He had a great game last week as well. Well, there'll be no relief for the players in the shade because that sun is still right above head. Long throw. Sears gets the first header, a great leap. He hasn't had the greatest landing, Sears, from that header, by the way. He's down holding his knee. Newtown won't want to lose Ryan Sears. Jones keeps the ball in play. Jenkins towers over Williams. On. Can Davis get in here? First touch. He's done it once against Craig Williams this half. Even if it's a foul, it's a good foul from Craig Williams. Uses all his experience there.
I think Sears is in a bit of a problem here.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I've seen that the other end. That's what I think Newtown are starting to say. Sears was down. Yeah, and it's not a good point that it's not a head injury, and I think you've got to play on until seen.
Well, that's up to the referee, isn't it? I know you can talk about sportsmanship, etc., but we've just seen this tangle between Davis and Williams there. And there's a definite foul by Williams against Jordan Davis, and a little bit of afters.
Yeah, but
you just see this jump here. Ooh,
yeah, he lands
down really heavily
on his left knee, I think.
Yeah.
And Sears is not the type of individual to stay down unless he's injured.
The one thing about Kieran Mills-Evans on a bench was a blessing for Chris Hughes.
It is a blessing, but you don't want to really be making them sort of centre-back substitutions now. You may have to. Pennock has all his team in again, having a drinks break. Head over to his coach.
It'd be interesting, actually. I think we did a game earlier in the season, Mark, when Mills-Evans came on at half-time and made 2 mistakes against Connah's Quay.
Yeah, I was thinking of saying that, but here he goes. It's our first goal, Jordan Davis. Referee looks at his watch, just has a minute or two on. Sears now looks okay. There's the equaliser, Aaron Williams, one apiece. With all to play for, 67 minutes on the clock. European football at stake, don't forget. Now, this free kick was being lined up now by young Risa Bruce. Henry Jones over it as well. Too far to take the goalie on from there, Tom. 30 yards plus. Newtown still down to 10.
Won't be allowed back on until this free kick's been taken.
Jones. He just didn't get on the edge of the 6-yard box. In behind, chance. Great ball. It was a great ball, and the run was made. It was Jordan Davis as well.
Yeah, he peeled on the back there.
Maybe disappointed that's gone between his legs, you know.
Yeah, it's just in this spot on the delivery from Henry Jones there. Just couldn't make a good contact from there. Jordan Davis, the far post, and see from another angle there.
We're getting to that sort of time, Tom. 20 minutes left where a goal now could be a European winning goal. Watts. Ricky Watts has got good pace at the back, the substitute. I was surprised to see him in full pelt once. He really can gallop. Sutton. Dylan Rees says out the way, and I'll clear your lines.
Yeah, certainly took care of Robles there.
George Hughes is warming up below us, but Hughes has had a great season. Centre midfielder for Newtown. He has 20 minutes to come on and make a name for himself.
I wonder who comes off for him. Oh, it looks as if,
that's surprising if it is Rushton. That's a surprise to me, Tom. I don't know if it is to you. He's always amongst the goals, Rushton, especially in big games. He did say substitutions will be key decisions, and that'll be a big surprise to me. Williams. Great ball, Craig Williams. Matthew Jones. Ishmael. He's drove inside all afternoon when he's got it, hasn't really gone outside. Ishmael has the ability. Hughes waiting to get on.
20 minutes left, Mark.
Hard to call a winner, Tom. I think we will get one. I did say at half time I thought we'd get goals. Sure, there's another goal in this game. Yeah, I did say that last week before we went to penalties, by the way. It is Nick Rushton. George Hughes will come on. I think they may send
Cowan's further forward.
Cowan's further forward.
He's been amongst the goals, and he's got a goal in him. I think Cowan's as well.
Notts County, who trailed Wrexham all season, have won their playoff semi-final on penalties after coming from behind.
I think that's absolutely fantastic that Notts County have gone up as well, Mark, because they gave Wrexham a real run for their money.
Yeah, wasn't the American investors supposedly supporting Notts County as well, which is great to see. Hughes will get his first touch of the afternoon. Going back to his goalkeeper, Jones. Jones will just clear his lines. Dylan Rees. Abruzzi has enjoyed going down that left flank the second half so far. Veal. If they can get their passing game going again, Harvey West, they'll have much more of a chance. Once they get into that last third, they can pick passes. Someone's flown in there. Shepherd. Switch on. Watts guides the ball back to Zach Jones. I'll tell you one thing, Tom, if it does go to penalties, I think I know who the most confident goalkeeper will be.
Starts with his J, Jones.
Yeah. Oh, take your pick. I think he auditioned for the next Superman last week after they beat the Met. Just a lull in the game.
I think Lightning will strike twice.
Just see Rushton down below us, Tom, walking past us, and he looks bitterly disappointed, as every player does when they're taken off. It's just par for the course. Newtown now dropping into that, letting Haverfordwest have the ball again.
Yeah, just like they did, at the start of the game.
And up top, you've still got Jordan Davis and Hawkins, and the wing back Wilson. Wilson heads it back across, trying to keep it in play. Sears. Back fit again, just hooks it clear. Hawkins. Wilson. Flashes it across. Louis Robles hasn't been prominent at all yet. Dylan Rees wanted a free kick, he gets the free kick. Aaron Williams says no chance.
But they were both
on hand.
They're both at it, man. Both tugging each other's shirts there. No complaints from either there. 6-1 after than the other.
Shepherd, Jenkins. Watts, Henry Jones looking for action again now. He's got the ball in. Wilson will get a chance. What a ball! Oh, what a chance! Wilson waited too long. It bounced high and he flashes it over the bar. If there's ever a chance to win a game, that has to be one of them.
What an opening for Wilson. Absolutely on the money once again from Jones. Measured pass, and he doesn't even hit the target, Mark. I mean, that is a poor miss.
Yeah, he goes.
I think to be honest, he's had too much time.
Too much time when he's gone for like a scissor volley, a special volley, instead of just passing it past the goalkeeper.
Look at Tony Pennock.
Oh, Pennock knows that was the chance. It was Jones, who we spoke about, dropping back into that position, and that killer ball split the defence. And that has to be, well, what's that, Tom? An 85% chance?
That's a 100% chance, Mark.
Yeah.
You won't get a better opportunity this afternoon.
Newtown riding their luck. "75 minutes on the clock, 15 to go. I know one fella who would have liked to have been on the end of that, and that would have been Jordan Davis. Newtown will have plenty of belief after situations like that. They've rode their luck over the years to get to Europe. That's a big slice with a chance like that missed.
Jimmy Beale struggling there.
Yeah, if Beale is struggling, it looks like Jack Leahy will come on. Leahy, it's Cardiff City, put a wonderful penalty away last week. Rattled the underneath of the bar. Use Jordan Davis coming over. Has to be for water. Yeah, it's getting warmer and warmer here.
Look at the tactics board there.
Yeah, I just thought that more players will be asking for water while they're out there. Jordan Davis has strolled across together. I would expect it to see more thrown on there.
Wilson there, guilty of
Oh,
fluffing his lines, that's for sure.
Yeah, and if you want any of your fullbacks to get a chance to get forward, Jack, of course, is an ex-centre forward.
Yeah, just seen this ball. You know what I mean? You can't ask for a better ball than that. He's come inside Matty Jones.
Take it there. Take it there. I think he can take it on the first bounce.
Yeah.
Substitution being made. It is Jack Leahy. And, any number being put up yet by the fourth official?
I think it's Veal.
It is Veal. You were right, Tom. So Jack Leahy comes on. And Jamie Veal goes off. He's limping around on the far side. There's 4 attackers on that Haverfordwest side now. Henry Jones would be counting him as a forward, thinking 10. Leahy definitely a forward, almost 9. Jordan Davis and Hawkins. Sutton will have to guide this back. He won't be able to head it back now. Good work from Davis. And good work from Sutton, by the way.
Yeah, good defending there.
Yeah, gets a round of applause from the Robin supporters. Ishmael. Hughes. Definitely now in territory where one goal could see you into Europe. Chance. Hughes tries to head it back across. Maybe looking for a striker to help him along the way. Just didn't have the power and strength to get it on target from there.
No, you could see what he was thinking about there. It was heading it right back to where it came from, across the keeper. He just drifts.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games as well, Tom. You can get to these semi-finals and you can give your all, and you can, whatever happens now from here on, and it's going to be whoever gets beat is going to think we could have.
Well, Haverfordwest, that was the gilt-edged opportunity they'd been looking for in the second period, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and at the same point last week, I think it was one of the Met players had a shot from 30 yards and hit the bar, which is almost exactly the same thing. Big, massive chance, just didn't go their way. They went on to extra time and penalties.
Yeah, but certainly interesting to see if Chris Hughes throws caution to the wind and makes a couple of changes here.
Well, there will be players on the bench itching to get on. The likes of Nigel Harris. Harris has a goal or two in him. Jones. Jamie Beals took an age to get on the pitch and get back to the dugout. Hughes misplaces his pass. Well, these lads, whoever they draw in Europe, Tom, if they're drawn in somewhere very warm in the summer, they've had good preparation today. Ismail, Sears, Jenkins from behind gets the free kick. Clever from Sears. Jenkins a little bit too tight then.
And again, great opportunity to get a free kick in here.
Yeah.
Jenkins. The one thing that he's got to learn, you can't give fouls away there, Mark.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because you're not going to beat Sears in the air when they start that close to him like that.
No.
And he leaps well anyway, Sears. Water break for Newtown while the free kick is being given. While the Haverfordwest County players are still out there. Smart money starting to say spot kicks, Tom, with 10 minutes to go.
Well, another half hour first with the extra time, Mark. So
Jones. Can he pick Williams out on the far stick? Great ball in. It's Williams the target. Williams heads it. Offside flag up.
you can see their intention, can't you? They send one centre half one side, the other one obviously looking to head it back across and then attack it from both angles.
Just like to ask, I want my players asking more questions of goalkeepers when they're delivering them. Ricky Watts takes a running free kick, which the referee will say take again. Well, they would have to put 2 shifts in if they had to get to Europe, Haverfordwest.
Well, to be fair to Newtown, you know, they had to travel to Bala as well.
Yeah, it was a great win. Morgans, Watts into Henry Jones. Arrows a pass over, headed back across. Sutton heads away. Wilson. Jones with a great ball in again. Hawkins, can he take it down? Jones. Ball across the front, hook clear. Ryan Sears just clears his lines. Henry Jones again starting to have an influence in that last third.
Yeah, certainly Haverfordwest coming strong again. A long throw here.
Yeah, Wilson bound to fire one in here. Jenkins goes up again. Ricky Watts goes up again. Now the substitute. I mean, this is one of Newtown's strengths, is defending these type of long plays with the likes of Sutton and Sears in there. And Sutton wins the first. Leahy. Brucey. Walker. Referee says play on. The referee does well, to be fair. Jordan Davis. Will he run at Sears? Williams read it well. Now is the break on. Wilson, as the minutes tick by.
Fourth officials had a card given to her. Cheryl Foster.
Both teams now looking for that bit of magic. Ismail, it's not the worst ball there from Jones. Ismail, Jenkins goes across and puts it out for a throw-in.
To be fair, both teams, when they've dinked the ball in behind defences, it caused all kinds of problems.
Callum Roberts, I think, will be brought on from Newtown very soon. And that'll be an interesting one where they'll play Callum. Will they give Callum a role in midfield? I don't think he'll take Matty Jones off, although he may, but Jones has done well, especially in the second period.
Yeah, certainly had a steady game at left back.
Sears, chance to deliver, pulls it across. Shepherd in a good position, just clears his lines. Jones. Callum Roberts, of course, had the European adventure with Connah's Quay Nomads. Played in playing that marvellous game up in Scotland when they had a memorable night. Oh. Cowans, Williams. Interesting to see the two centre-backs have stayed forward. And they're both in there. Sears with a header. Gets a chance. Offside flag. Offside flag. Again, substitutions will be Callum Roberts. Number 3 coming on for Matty Jones. Very good performance from Matty Jones. And it looks like Johan Evans will be coming on for Haverfordwest County as well.
They take off Hawkins, do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I think they may, because they got forwards on. It'll be Hawkins or Shepherd for me.
He's a busy little player.
I think both managers, just at present, Tommy, have extra time in the corner of their eyes now. 5 minutes away from the 90.
You've just seen the clash there. Sears in the wars this afternoon. Second time he's gone down injured.
That's a shock for me. Henry Jones up, been pulling some strings in there. He set 2 or 3 chances up in both halves. It's a good performance from Henry Jones.
Yeah, you're just thinking, why do you take off probably your most creative player?
He was the most creative player.
Yeah, the player that can actually, drill a ball, clip a ball, pass the ball.
I think Pennock will tell you that he firmly believes that young Johan Evans can do it as well, so I think it's a straight 1-for-1, but he did have a good game, Henry Jones. Ryan Sears is off with an injury again. He'll be back on, but the clock definitely running down now. 4 minutes to the 90. Shepherd looking for Wilson. Sears just too strong, hooks it clear. Well, the supporters, even though they never had to pay to get in, have had their money's worth. Or they will be getting their money's worth. An added half hour by the look of it. Unless, in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Wilson, Jack Leahy, Callum Roberts there, always around that penalty area. You just have to stand on your feet. Dylan Rees, safe option of going back in. Shepherd, Ismail, Robles is a runner. Ismail cuts inside. 4 against 4. Poor delivery.
Yeah, he's been on the fringe of the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ismail, I know you got a goal and an assist in the semi, but he hasn't shown much this afternoon, to be perfectly honest.
Craig Williams gets ahead on it. Jordan Davis still looking for action up top.
It's one thing, Newtown don't possess any real hot pace to the up front.
No, not at all. Leahy, can he get a shot off? He opts to pass, not the greatest of passes. I mean, he's running there towards the edge of the penalty area. Could have even got a shot off for himself. Just be that little bit more positive. Shepherd hooks it back in. Walker, Hughes, Williams. Smart play from the Robins. Can they create? Ismail's on the far post by himself. He's got the ball. Seen him early. Great tackle from Watts. Great tackle from Ricky Watts. I think he's the longest established Haverfordwest player at present. Shepherd.
I think Ismail might be leaving. I think Chris Hughes just looked at him there and said, enough's enough.
Brucey, Shepherd, Wilson, like you said, Tom, take a touch and get in the box. Hawkins, Wilson. Hawkins, Fires it into the far post, headed away by Louis Robles. Louis Robles has definitely done more defending and attacking on the afternoon. You know, I expected more from Robles in the last third. Perhaps he's just had to work too hard in that defensive role. Hawkins, Shane Sutton, Wilson. Any set play now would be very, very handy. That's in behind. Dylan Rees just couldn't keep it in play. It wasn't a bad ball from Watts. Just couldn't get it down then. Dylan Rees.
Yeah, just couldn't get the control, like I said. A little dink. Players coming in off the wings have had more luck, really, than the players trying to go through the middle.
Yeah, I think we'll second half, Tom, the big question of the second half, as the fourth official puts the minutes up for added time, will be that Jack Wilson chance.
Oh.
5 added minutes. 5 added minutes. So still have a chance to see if we could get a 2-1 win.
It probably sums up Tony Pennock's season if they lose this game. You know, creating a golden opportunity like that, and they've done that quite a bit this season, to be fair to them.
That's a wayward pass there by Ryan Sears. Wilson keeps saying he has the ability to run at people and take people on. Just like to see him do it a bit more, be more direct. Another ball on the pitch there. Will the referee blow up? No, he says play on. Davis, corner ball, Haverfordwest. I don't think any team from a set play, Tom, has created a positive contribution from their own set plays this afternoon.
They've wasted loads of the mark.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Going short.
You know, you've got 3 minutes to go now. Put this on someone's head. Put your team in Europe.
Yeah.
Jenkins up there. Dylan Rees up there again. Newtown will be favourites to get their head on the ball first. Great corner in.
Nobody on the keeper there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you could say it's a wasted corner, but why isn't there anybody stood on the keeper?
Yeah, exactly.
Jelly Ismail against Evans. Oh, it's a bad touch. Ismail, surely not. What a tackle. What a tackle that is. Tackle of the afternoon. Gives a corner away. But when you want your team to get into Europe, you have to have people who track back 60 or 70 yards. And a Brucey does it. Brilliant tackle, son. Keep your team in the game.
He's pulling the trigger there, isn't he? And what perfect timing from a Breezy. He's not having a trainer on, is he? Because that means he'd have to stay off. So they've got to defend the corner. So a quick counter-attack there by Newtown. Gives them a great opportunity.
Yeah, and it's what a time to get a goal this would be. This is right in front of all their fans. It's Callum Roberts who goes across. He takes a mean corner, Roberts. Sears is in there. Sutton is in there. Question will be asked if he delivers well. Roberts to deliver a corner. 2 minutes to go. Bit of pace on the corner. Craig Williams. Zach Jones just keeps it in play. Fires the throw forward. Jones. Can Leahy get his skates on? Good. Jake Walker tackle back well. There'll be some tired bodies in the next 30 minutes, Tom.
Certainly will be. I think the last thing players wanted probably was extra time. You know, such a warm evening.
Such a warm evening. There may be some tired commentators. I'll see if we can get a physio across, Tom.
That's just on your age now, Mark.
Robles inside. Breaks on. 2 against 2. Asks a question. Ismail against Watts. Callum Roberts made a great run to get up there as well. Ismail. Again, just one touch too much sometimes.
Yeah,
love to see him get the ball in the box a bit quicker.
He just breaks some momentum, doesn't it?
This is a one chance scenario now. Who can get a chance in the last minute or two? Whoever gets the chance has the chance to put his team in Europe. It's a simple scenario. Sears. Aaron Williams are going against Jenkins. Jenkins towers above Williams in the air. Watts didn't expect anything else from Ricky Watts. Puts it down in the area. Jordan Davis. Well, on the second half performance, Tom, apart from Wilson's definite chance, no team has really stood out and said, I'm going to win this game.
No team's gambled, have they? Thrown caution to the wind.
Robles. If he'd have gone down, he may have got a free kick. Robles goes inside, doesn't get the free kick. Ricky Watts done well defending, Tom, since he's come on.
Yeah, he's done fine.
Sutton. Jones. Well, clear lines, cleared as well as that. That is brilliant clearance from Jones. Shepherd. Abruzzi still covering every blade of grass.
You know, I mean, you've got to deliver the ball in the box there. My
it's
gosh.
90 minutes. It's one apiece. Newtown 1, Haverfordwest County 1. There will be adverts. We'll see you for extra time. Don't go away.
Ti di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl ato ni, mae bach o deja vu ar sgorio heddi achos yn ni'n mynd i amser ychwanegol am yr ail wythnos yn olynol. Mae hi'n un yr un wedi 90 munud rhwng y dre newydd a Holford. Mark Lloyd Williams yn cadw cwmni fi. Mark, mae yna densiwn yma.
O, siŵr o fod, wedi yn y ddau garfan rwan. Hanner awr ychwanegol yn y twydd poeth yma. Gobeithio bod yna neb yn mynd i camgymeriad.
Ie, bendant. Mae'r gres yn ffactor, mae yna gyrff blinedig, ond i ni'n barod am amser ychwanegol fan hyn ar sgorio, felly beth am i ni ail ymuno yn tîm sylwebu ni. Mark Lloyd Williams, Malcolm Allen a Dylan Ebenezer.
Here we are at Latham Park. Extra time in order. Newtown 1, Haverfordwest County 1. 30 minutes to get a strike in the back of the net to put your team in Europe, or will we go to spot kicks again? Substitution being made. Nigel Harris has come on for Zeli Ismail. Both teams can have one more substitution in extra time. Just have to be careful with the substitutions. New substitution rule in Wales, of course, this season. Tom?
That's confused everybody.
Yeah. Ball in again, Davis gets around the back. He got in early, Davis, and Ryan Sears has cut most of those long balls in since, Tom. Apart from the one Wilson had a chance with.
Yeah, and what an opportunity that was.
Callum Roberts. He's done it all before with Newtown and Connah's Key Nomads. Two shifts of extra time in a week. If they're going to get to Europe, they're going to get to Europe the hard way, both teams. Dylan Rees. Jenkins, just the tempo has gone from the frantic, quick pace stuff we've seen in the first 45 minutes. Shepherd, Wilson, trying to get him behind. Hawkins is now playing somewhere else. Played in about 4 different positions so far. Robles. Craig Williams, can he take his team into Europe again? Rees. Shepherd. Yeah, I think it's George Hughes just leaves a little bit in there on Corey Shepherd.
It's been played in a good spirit though, Mark, considering what's at stake.
Yeah, I think the referee's done a smashing job as well, Tom, to be fair. It's the type of game when, you know, if you don't see much of referees, they've had good games. Let's hope it stays that way. Ricky Watts. Watts back inside to Jenkins. Haverfordwest have played the 5-3-2 all the game, and Newtown have stayed at their 4-3-3. Hawkins. Lucy trying to put one in behind. Hughes. Get a second chance when the ball come back off Leahy. Hughes is complaining about the free kick. He just held on to the ball too long. Sutton. Sears goes back to Jones. I think for a 90-minute game, there would have been games on Scorio this season, Tom. This would have been the most inactive 2 goalkeeper performances we've seen in 90 minutes. Have they had to make a save, really? Jones or Jones?
Jones made one good save in the first half, didn't he? He blocked.
Joan Evans on the ball. No Henry Jones now, so the free kick will be passed on. 4 over the ball. Be a bit more adventurous and get somebody in the box. Coming back from goals is always difficult. Coming back from goals in extra time is mentally difficult. Great ball in a Brucey chance. Oh, it's a big chance for Dylan Rees. He just doesn't guide the header. the ball lands right on his head, and if anything, he's taking his head out the way. What a chance that is.
You know, that's an excellent training ground move, that, from Haverfordwest. Really, really good, that. Changed the angle, just didn't get enough on it, did he? Got a little touch on it.
Maybe we got to give the goalkeeper a bit more credit. Get something on it, and the goalkeeper's in the way.
Yeah.
So that there goes down to a good save from Dave Jones. But like you said, great set play. Abruzzi whipped it in from the angle and gave Dylan Rees a chance. Jenkins. Harris on the edge of the box gets a shot off. It's a decent block by Evans. Sunshine. Bit of shadow now. Start the place on the park at Latham Park. Either one of these two teams are going to have a long celebratory evening. Williams. Yeah, I think it's the least balls. Craig Williams, I can remember putting in one beauty. And from the other side, Matty Jones or Callum, I don't think I've seen anything go in at all afternoon.
Also, I just, you just hear him, Tony Pennant, all the time he's telling Jack Wilson what to do. Very interesting. Because obviously he's got his hands full there, really. Wilson, he's got Harris, and he's got Callum Roberts. So it's 2v1.
Yeah, he has
a bit of support from Watts, to be fair.
Yeah, he's covered a lot of ground today, Jack Wilson, as much as Brucey most probably. The two players who've covered more distance than anyone else, I think. Watts, if that pass goes wrong.
Yeah, players are getting tired now and making mistakes.
Any penalty shootout is taxing on the brain and very, very nervy. You're a week after winning one. Are you going in with confidence to win the next one if you go to the shootout?
Well, you've probably got lots of confidence in your goalkeeper.
Yeah, definitely. Long throw. Either attacking team hasn't won many of them. As Dylan Rees heads away. Harris, Jenkins on the edge. Shane Sutton.
Not as good an effort as he had earlier on in the game.
Definitely not. Big Shane, the type that will stand up and take a penalty, I think, though. Chris Hughes, 25 minutes away from another European adventure.
And Tony Pennock.
Pennock. Ball in early, Jenkins away. Corner. It has tailed off. The pace has gone out of the game, but there's still plenty of tension. And there's plenty of chance to make yourself a hero for your club. One goal puts your name in your club's history if you're going into Europe, Harris.
Well, that's pretty ridiculous, Mark. You get yourself a corner.
Totally agree.
And another waste.
Could the break be on? Shepherd, Evans, Shepherd, Leahy. Fortunately for him, he's up against the quickest defender on a Newtown team, who does the job of forcing him backwards. Jordan Davis.
Got nobody in the box, Mark.
Leahy. It'll have to be a diag now. Wilson. That's good closing down from Harris. Abruzzi. Yeah, he had the chance to put it in then, but to be fair to him, nobody, like you said, was losing their marker or trying to get in the box. Shepherd. Evans. Evans, can he get the ball in? Great ball, Evans. What a ball that is. Yeah, it's no good standing on the back post waiting. That was a great ball, and there was just people, nobody gambling to get on the end of it.
No,
it's a brilliant ball.
The players just look tired, Mark. Defenders are just well on top.
Well, it's a long journey here for the Haverfordwest County supporters. Will they have a successful one on the way back? Evans. Jenkins will be the target again. In it goes Jenkins. Brilliant punch from Dave Jones. If he doesn't get this, goes right on Jenkins' head, by the way. Brilliant punch from Dave Jones. Wilson. Shepherd. Watts. Evans. Body's in the box this time. Will Evans try and take his man on and put the cross in early? Evans. Evans to the edge. Evans! Just that's the question of Jones. Comfortable, really, but
he's been really busy since he's come on, Mark.
Yeah, he's got good feet. Good feet.
Just looks as if he could be the play to maybe break the deadlock.
Time flying as well. 10 minutes of this first half of extra time already. Asked the same question to Will Evans, who I was commentating with last week, Tom. How soon, Tommy, does that come into your mind of, I wonder if the gaffer will ask me to take a penalty? Chance.
Well, I was talking to one of the directors and they were practicing penalties in training this week, so probably Haverfordwest would as well.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's okay, you know, practicing, that's a poor effort, man. It's okay practicing, but until you've actually, you know, put yourself in a match situation and you've got to walk, you know, 20 metres or so.
He's offside, the flag will go up.
Yeah.
Sears goes back in and gets behind Hawkins again. But I totally agree with you, Tom.
It's taken a full season, Mark.
Williams. Dave Jones. You've noticed that Sears maybe, no, not even Sears is going up now, so Sutton and Sears. Sutton must have heard us on the commentary box. Up the big man goes. You've got to throw one or two of your centre halves forward. First contact is vital. Sutton's gone again narrow to try and keep Jenkins out of the equation. That's as poor as anything this afternoon. Straight back to the goalkeeper. Leahy will try and get behind Sears. Hawkins. Jordan Davis. Looks tired, Davis, now. You want him in the middle, you don't want him out on the left wing. Davis. Dylan Rees.
As well, Dylan Rees there, he's a captain, he's asking, come on, somebody show, come short, let's have a 1-2.
Wilson. Evans. Which is the area where Davis can get at it. Craig Williams guides his header away. Hawkins picks up the second ball. Keep the ball with the shout from the manager. Abruzzi.
I think Abruzzi, he's not bad, man, but he dwells on the ball too long as well. He's got to give his teammates an opportunity. He slows it right down. Everybody's closed off.
There's just 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Hawkins. He's been on a fringe all afternoon. Hawkins doesn't connect well. He had plenty of time then as well. He's on the edge of the area. He's only 23, 24 yards out. Sets it up. Nobody closed him down at all. He may be disappointed with that, you know. That's almost... Look at the room he's got there to get that shot on target.
Yeah, he's definitely no Kevin De Bruyne, is he?
Jones, Dave Jones. Could be a busy man in 15 minutes, Dave. As Zach Jones, the other end. Jenkins. Ball in behind. An interesting one again, Tom, for me is ex-TNS Louis Robles. He's played right wing, left wing all the game. Not almost as a winger, almost as full-back cover all the game. A player of that ability. Watts. It's Haverfordwest who are trying to eke out this victory. Great ball in behind. Hawkins won't get there. Substitute. Callum Roberts was off the mark a bit quicker.
Wonder what's going through Tony Pennock's head there.
Yeah, well, these are the situations which you know, we all know. You've done it. It's a real difficult period now. It's like one of them chess games where you've got one or two moves left Otherwise, your history. And that's the manager's mind at the moment. Chris Hughes will be the same. But what you're looking for, Tom, as every football manager is one of your players to go and produce that bit of magic. It doesn't always have to be the manager who organises things. You know that yourself.
Yeah, obviously you always rely on footballers, don't you?
Absolutely.
On the pitch to do your work for you.
And so, like I said, nobody as yet has really taken a strangle over this game and said, I'm going to be the one who wins this game outright. Shepherd starting to spray passes from that holding midfield role. Davis, let's get in the box. Davis, Hawkins, the only one in there though. Not the greatest of crosses. It's half time. It's half time. We'll just take a minute or two pause before we come back commentating on the second period.
Diolch yn fawr, Dylan. Ie, mae dal yn un yr un. I ni dal yn aros I weld pwy fydd yn cyrraedd Ewrop. Mae'r chwaraewyr wedi blino. Fi siŵr bod Mark Lloyd Williams wedi blino hefyd. Mae fe wedi bod lan a lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu trwy'r prynhawn. Mark, ni dal yma?
Dal yma, y step sy'n cynyddu prawn yma. Wolford gath o gorau dwi'n meddwl o'r amar cyntaf yn amser ychwanegol. Ac wrth gwrs, dre newid, dyn ni'n gwybod faint gadarn maen nhw'n gallu amddiffyn a golch bach o amrywiaeth gan Hwffordd wedi gael gicio Rhydd neu gicio Corneli. Edrych o jyst reit y bel yn y cwrt cosbi sydd bin newid rongol a cael y rheidiadau wedyn I mewn. Ond a dre newid dal yn edrych yn gyffyrddus ac yn gryf, ond o siwr nhw cicio swotyn gawn ni.
A ni'n mynd I gael cipolog ar un o gyfleoedd. Dylan Rhys gath cyfle gorau amser ychwanegol, Mark.
Cic Rhydd o'r maes ymarfer yn fama ac angen mwy ar y bel o fanna. Dwi'n gwybod ti'n gwneud defnyddio cyflymder y groesiad I mewn i'r cwrt cosbi. Ond nath Dave Jones y golwr yn wych, nath o rithro allan ac eisiau cael ei gorff, nid I gorff yn fawr. So fo'r i'w lathan yn ddwy yn ôl, dwi'n meddwl hwnna dim I gefn y rwyd, ond rhaid i'r clod I Dave Jones o ben nath o fanna.
Ni di sôn yn barod, dyma'r ail dro wythnos I Hwlffordd fyny amser ychwanegol. Ni di sôn am y gres, ond diwna ddim fel bod wedi effeithio nhw o gwbl. Mae yna lot o adrenalin, lot o egni dal yn y tîm.
Oes, dyna ti'n gael. Wedi gofyn chwarter awr ola o'r tymor i'r bechgyn yma a maen nhw'n dweud popeth I mewn iddi. Dyna'n gwybod, mae yna gysgod yn hanner yma o'r cae rwan, ond fi dre newydd falch bod nhw'n amddiffyn yn fama. Ond, ia, fel dweud, gwyddo fan ddim cam gymeriad. Os ydyn ni'n garw ni'n ennill y gem, gwyddo ti'n dweud yn gol wych neu rhyw sgrimar o ryw 5 llath ar 20.
Seicolegol hefyd, Mark. Beth sy'n mynd trwy meddyliau'r chwaraewyr erbyn hyn, achos mae wedi bod yn prynhawn hir?
Do, mae wedi, ond fel ti'n sôn yn barod, mae dren Hwlffordd wedi bod yma wythnos yn ôl. A dyn nhw'n defnyddio'r profiad yna rwan I helpu nhw fynd ymlaen. Mae nhw'n edrych lot fwy ffit wrth yma I gymaru, cos nhw'n disgyn bob yn ail yn y gêm na 5 met Cardydd, sy'n dweitha di blino, ond mae nhw wedi rheoli chdi bach fwy o'r gêm wrth yma na nath nhw wythnos yn ôl.
Mae'r gnaeadur I ti fynd nôl lan i'r pwynt sylwebu. A boes bach, I ni cwarter awr bant o Ewrop, neu I ni mynd I fod yn mynd I gicio o'r smotyn unwaith eto. Nôl â ni at un tîm sylwebu.
We're back for the final 15 minutes of the JD Cymru Euro playoff final. It's one apiece. 15 minutes to go. Otherwise we go to what can be an entertaining encounter of spot kicks. Substitution, Tommy. Ben Fawcett, who was in hospital 4 weeks ago, has made a fine recovery and he's just come on for Jack Wilson. So all the best to Ben getting over his illness. He's just come on for the last 15 minutes. Abruzzi
certainly could make a difference.
Yeah, he has the ability to take a chance when it comes along. The numbers, Tom, how many times Ryan Sears has just cleared his lines is amazing. It has to be in the 20 to 30s. Hughes.
Yeah, that's a ball to nothing, really, isn't it? It's a bit going off the ball there.
Yeah, Johan Evans. George Hughes. Dylan Rees still. Hawkins is now playing as the wing back instead of Jack Wilson. I think that's his 4th position so far. In Tony Pennock's team, you have to say the young defence.
Hasn't been a yellow card, has there, so far? Evans has lost his head a little bit.
Yeah, you can take that 2 ways. Perhaps you can look at it as somebody from your team who you want to go and drive us on. Let's add something to the occasion. But also, you have to be careful.
He's got the wrong side of Hughes. He's trampled on him.
Yeah, you were spot on there, Tom. Playoff final, extra time, no yellow cards. Evans will take the kick. Plenty of bodies up in the Newtown box now. Again, the smart money gets on the red shirt, heading it away. Ryan Sears heads it away. And he'll run out for the corner.
It could be another wasted opportunity.
Johan Evans will go across to take the corner. Fawcett, I think, will stand on Dave Jones this time with his experience as a striker. He's just stood in front of him now. Goal now would be massive for the Haverfordwest Bluebirds. Jones punches away. Puck clear. It's got to go back in from Evans. Hawkins. Evans, does he put it back in or does he go at them? Take the shot off with the left foot. That is Disneyland sort of stuff, Tom.
Yeah, you summed it up right there, Mark.
Well, the floodlights are on, Tom. They have to be on for timing or something. I cannot believe it.
Just seeing the defending there, and then that wasted effort by Evans.
I did mention a little bit of cricket earlier on, Tom, and I'm telling you now, if you were at a cricket match present, you wouldn't have the floodlights on. Why are the floodlights on? Jones. Watts heads away. Fawcett into the action, and Shepherd firing it forward to Davis. Has Davis got another goal left in him? Has Aaron Williams got another goal left in him? Fawcett. Offside decision given against one of the Newtown players. Robles says which one. I don't think anybody knew which one it was. Yeah, don't forget, Tommy, later on is Eurovision. Have you got your equipment at home left to dress into? No. We'll be making our mind up who's going to win this game in the next 10 minutes. Shepherd in midfield has again done his job all afternoon.
I think I did tell you before the game, Mark, it's going to be at the time on penalties.
I did mention penalties. Yeah.
I think Newtown will actually win on penalties.
Well, they'll be congratulating Callum Roberts. Fires it forward. Aaron Williams with his I think that might be his first or second header since his headed goal. He hasn't had no supply afternoon. And that ball will just not fall for anybody on the break. Stalemate at the moment. 10 minutes to go. Pennock in one dugout. Chris Hughes in the other dugout. Vital to their clubs. European football. Robles is as far forward as he's been all afternoon. Jenkins just trying to football his way out. Eventually gets it done. Hawkins, great ball to Evans. Evans, Abruzzi, still bombing up and down the left flank.
Again, slows down, stops. He doesn't know when to open out and drive into the space.
Shepherd. Hawkins. We said, would fitness be a big player in this? There hasn't been much between the two teams, to be honest. Yeah, there's a few players just finding it tough at the moment. Definitely now, Tom, players will start thinking about, will the gaffer 1 week to take one, and the goalkeepers, Zach Jones and Dave Jones, will know so they have a chance to be a hero.
Mark, as a manager, would you pick the wins, or would you let the players pick themselves?
I used to ask them, Tom, to be honest. I used to ask them, unless they were, you know, you definitely didn't think they had any chance. You wouldn't. If one of the midfielders or, you know, forwards comes up to me and says, "Gaffer, I want one," he's getting one.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think the worst thing you would do is force somebody to take one. Evans again, busy, but Newtown have been tough to break down. It would have been a hard game to make a points decision on this if it were a boxing match, Tom. Chance across the front, good defending from the winger. Harris did really well in keeping Hawkins out. Hawkins, a goal now will definitely be a winner. Davis gets up, guides the header wide. I know we've gone back to this 2 or 3 times already, Tom, instead of repetition, but a massive chance for Wilson.
Oh, if they don't get over the line today, you'll be having a few nightmares about that miss.
Big games, modern football often go down to spot kicks. There's been World Cups won on penalties. Yeah, both managers in shot then be wondering, is it my day or isn't it? Fawcett. I think Fawcett will take a penalty. No doubt at all. And when you do take them, Tom, even Cardiff Met last week, they brought on Veal with about a minute to go because he was a bit of a specialist penalty taker, and he took their 5th. I am definitely having my best penalty taker taking the first one.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't like that idea of bringing players on just to take a penalty. You're just not in the game.
Great ball from Hughes. Williams, can he deliver? He delivered the equalizer. Can he deliver a winner? It's a great ball in. Harris, Hawkins just misguides his pass. Robles. Shepherd playing just in front of the back 4 again. Shepherd will take a penalty, I think. Robles has gone down. Looks like he's pulled a muscle. It's not a head injury again, so the referee is playing on. Evans, drive forward, Evans. Gets a pass off, Shepherd on the edge, Shepherd. Great tackle. Simply a great tackle. Leahy. It's Haverfordwest more than the Robins who've pressed to try and create an opening.
Yeah, a couple of times they've gone for the jugular.
Robles does get attention. He's getting ticking off, I think, from the 4th official. He's gone. I think he's twisted his ankle as he's. Yeah, it looks like as he's gone.
He's on either his knee.
Maybe there. You could count Louis Robles, who I'm sure would have been one of the penalty takers for Newtown.
And they made all their substitutions, Newtown.
1 to go, I think. 1 to go. It is. He's down, stood below us. Devon Tory is stood below us, and I think Tory will most probably come on now for Robles. Young Devon Tory.
Could they be writing the script for Devon Tory? Youngster about to come on. 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, what a time to come on. He's definitely coming on for Robles. Looks like he's twisted his knee. Well, he'll have a couple of weeks to get over it, and he'll be hoping that his next game back will be a European encounter. He won't be involved in the penalties.
Is he still on the contract for next season, Mark, or?
Robles, I should imagine he is, Tom. I mean, if they get to Europe, that's the difference with clubs of this standard and stature. Yeah, he's off, and Devon Tory comes on. Aaron Williams is just having a quiet word with the youngster up top and saying most probably 17 years of age, go on and get us a winner, son. Put your name in Newtown's history books. The clock ticking down, 4 minutes to the 30 minutes up. Roberts headed on by Walker, who's had a sound game in midfield. Brucey gets it forward, just runs out of play from Fawcett, and now, Tommy, players will be thinking, am I taking one? 3 minutes on the clock before the dreaded walk from the halfway line to the spot kick. Any outstanding players, Tom? I think we have to both agree that defences have been on top of attackers.
Yeah, definitely, Mark. I think, you know, mentioned George Hughes earlier there. He's been, you know, pretty decent midfield.
Dylan Rees saying to Zach Jones to get it forward, or Pennock shouting as well. Zach Jones, of course, a New Zealand born goalkeeper, was playing for Wellington only a couple of seasons ago. Bit of head tennis, just wrapping the time up. Walker gets it in across, no seconds. Defenders again. Hawkins just rattles it on the back. Craig Williams' head. What is Williams doing up there looking for the winner? Header, Tory, just wide. The 17-year-old almost got his name in the history books for Newtown.
Yeah, just really a bit static there, Tory.
Yeah, wasn't a bad cross, you know.
Yeah, it was a lovely cross, but he couldn't get any power behind that. He just jumped up and just headed it, really.
Dave Jones will have to put this into row Z, and he puts it into row Z. So for the second week running on Scorio, we will have a penalty shootout to decide the winner.
Is the game over, man? Still
a minute to go, yeah.
And I see he'll have another 2 minutes on, I'd have thought.
Yeah, perhaps I was preempting it, Tom, but it looks that way. No centre forward in there waiting for a delivery. What will Davis get there? Jones collects out wonderfully and just says, shall we have one last chance? Can Devon Tory get in behind Ricky Watt? Watt selects to go back to his goalkeeper, and Zach Jones clears his line superbly. Sutton heads it back into the mixer. Cowans has had a smart game in midfield. Harris, Callum Roberts, Jenkins. Will it be Newtown? Will it be Haverfordwest County? The fourth club from the Cymru Premier League to fly into Europe in July. Hawkins. It's just going to be one of those evenings again, Tom. Success or failure all on a couple of minutes at the end of the game. There'll be a minute added time. Could the break be on here? Brucey. There's a rugby tackle for you. Referee says play on, well played, referee. Can he go back and give it now? Craig Williams doing step overs. What's going on here at Newtown? Big tackle in from behind. Started to liven up in the last minute, just before penalties. There comes a card. There has to be a card from the tackle from behind, I think. Has to be.
Dylan Rees, is it?
Yeah.
He went straight through Williams.
He just wrapped his... No, I think it's for Sears, Ryan Sears for the rugby tackle.
Oh, the one before, yeah, and I think he's booked.
Sears gets the rugby tackle. Crowd starting to get involved again. Does it make a lot of difference at this level, Tom, whoever wins the toss?
What's this tackle? That is a yellow card. I'm sure he got a yellow card there. Dylan Rees should have been here, could well have been in the red as well.
Maybe, Tom, maybe last chance of the game, most probably for the Robins. Newtown fire the ball into the area. Goalkeeper, that's great goalkeeping. It's the 90 minutes plus extra time are over. Dylan Rees, I think, collected a yellow as well. It's interesting now. It's the 90 minutes over. Did any team stand out and say, I can win it? We'll be coming back to you with the penalties. Don't go away.
Wel, yma o hyd yw can y tymor am ysgorio i ni yma o hyd yw diwedd y tymor ddim cweit i cyrraedd eto i ni'n mynd i giciau o'r smotyn fan hyn ar Barc Latham. Mae Clwyd Williams am ddrama i ni wedi cael.
Roedd eto wythnos yma yn deud dim byd i fannu y ddau dîm ar ôl 2 awr o bêl droed ar rwan. Mae'n fyny'n nerfa dydy a pwy fydd yr arwr ar ddiwedd y ciciau'r smotyn.
Mae'n parhau bod yn un ar un. Ni yn mynd i edrych ar y 2 gôl mae'r goliau yma'n tymlo fel oes yn ôl erbyn hyn. Newn ni ddechrau gyda'r gôl gynta. Jordan Davies yn sgorio i Hwlffordd, Mark.
Ddim bêl etraws wych i mewn. Diffyg cyfathrebiad rhwng Dave Jones a Craig Williams ac Jordan Davies yn siarp iawn yn y cwrt cos. Dwi'n meddwl bod yna camgymeriad yn dod i ddoth a ddo'n glinigol. A wedyn Craig Williams eid i fyny am y camgymeriad a groesiad wych i'r postyn pella. Ac Aaron Williams yn godyn uwch na Dylan Rees. Di tynnu hun i'w lathan y ddwy ti cefn iddo ac yn pyrnod bod ei lawr so di'n gobaith wedyn i Zach Jones yn y gol.
Y goliau yna'n dod yn yr hanner cynta. Mae i ni jyst ddim wedi cael cyfleoedd tebyg fel na ers, yn yr ail hanner ac yn amser ychwanegol.
Na, ddod gaf Dylan Rees storio hamar cyfle yn amser ychwanegol, ond gadon digon ar y beniad, ond eto na Dave Jones yn wych i'r ithro allan, ond dim ond o'n cansel grydd allan yn y diwadd. So rwy'n am ennill y gêm, yn siŵr sydd wedi bod yn 90 munud efo'r hamar cyfleoedd gafon nhw, ond pan Henry Jones gael ei dynnu ffwrdd o dechrau cael dylanwad ar y gêm i Hwlffordd fel oedd ar gychwyn y gêm falle nath hynna chwarae wedyn i ddwylo y dre newydd.
I ni'n gallu gweld Zach Jones a nawr Dave Jones golwr y dre newydd. Gaethon ni berfformiad anhygol gan Zach Jones pan nath Hwlffordd i gicio'r smotyn yn erbyn Met penwythnos diwetha. Mark, bydd hwnna wedi rhoi rhyw fath o hyder i Zach?
Sa ti'n meddwl, ond maen nhw'n dweud i ddim allan yn taro ddwywaith na di, ond mae'n dweud hyder wrth gwrs iddo fo'n mae dyr ei cyfle hefyd i dre newydd edrych a dadansoddi pa ffordd oedd o'n symud. So efallai fod nhw wedi gwneud gwaith cartra, wedi gwneud, os ydych chi'n mynd i gig o smotyn, dyma'r ffordd mae o'n difio, a mae ochr mae'n difio. Felly, ond dwi'n meddwl oedd yn syrn o sylwebaeth, rhaid nhw'n dyn ôl i gêm yn Ewrop, os fydd Hwlffordd wedi cael unrhyw fath o ddadansoddiad ar cicio'r smotyn yn dre newydd.
A cicio'r smotyn, lottery yw hi nawr, Mark.
Lottery ydy, mae rhywun yn gorfod methu, a dyna di diwedd y gan a diwedd na rhywun yn diwedd yn siomedig, un chwaraewr yn diwedd yn siomedig a'i ben yn y crys ar ddiwedd y cicio'r smotyn. Pwy fydd hwnna, da ni ddim yn gwybod a faint o hir fydda ni yma.
Mark, diolch yn fawr am y tro reite. Coni off, Dylan, nôl at y ti.
We're back with penalties at Latham Park. The penalties have been taken at the Riverside end. Both sets of supporters trying to get behind the goals. It'll still be interesting. And it's Aaron Williams, the main man for Newtown all season, stepping up to take the first penalty against last week's hero for Haverfordwest County, Zach Jones.
He hasn't been very convincing, Williams, from the spot, has he?
Well, I don't think he would have taken many more important than this one, Tom. We said your best first.
Yeah, absolutely.
And up he is. Aaron Williams against Zach Jones. First kick. Straight down the middle and the goalkeeper stands tall. It wasn't a great penalty. He was outwitted by the young goalkeeper who just stood there.
I think, last week he missed that, didn't he? He smashed that one down the middle. Got the rebound. That's a real poor penalty from the top goal scorer.
Well, has he been outdone by watching last week's penalties where Zach Jones went to the left against Haverfordwest County? Dylan Rees scored his penalty last week and he went to the right of Dave Jones here, right in the corner. Rees is Haverfordwest penalty taker. Rees against Dave Jones to take a 1-0 advantage. In the corner, Dylan Rees. Oh, if you're going to slot one in the corner, get it right in the corner, and that's what Rees done.
Absolutely brilliantly placed. I think it clipped the post, didn't it?
Almost there, Dave Jones, Tom.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, you'd be disappointed with that, Jones, but well struck penalty by the skipper.
And it's the skipper for Newtown who stands up now to get his team back in the game. Craig Williams against the man for a penalty shootout at present. Zach Jones, can he make it 2 in a row this week? Williams. What a great corner from Williams. All the experience. 500 games plus for Newtown. Gets the goal.
Yeah. Tucked it away nicely, to be fair to him, Williams. Thing is, he didn't fall for the keeper dancing about, making a bit of a fool of himself.
23, Jack Leahy, ex-Cardiff City, put his foot through it last week to the right of the goalkeeper and almost took all the paint off the underside of the bar. It was superb. Can he do it again? Leahy against Jones. Oh, quality penalty. That is a quality penalty.
Yeah, everyone's gone to the right of the keeper so far, Mark.
It's a long walk.
Just slotted out away nicely, sent the keeper the wrong way there. He's a big keeper, isn't he, Dave Jones?
Callum Roberts is walking the 40 or 50 yard walk up now. Always plenty of guts in his game, Callum. He's obviously put his name down to stand up and take one.
Well, Matty Jones would have, which he replaced, he would have definitely taken a penalty.
Yeah, Callum Roberts against Zach Jones. Can he bring his team back in the game? Roberts. Great penalty from Roberts. And he'll always have a thing or two to say to the fans.
Yeah. Just below us, Mark, the trophy's been marched onto the pitch.
Jordan Davis. He scored goals all season. Scored his goal in a penalty shootout last week. Surely he would have been one of Pennock's first choices. That's what he's there for. Can Dave Jones perform a miracle and keep his team in this competition?
Bit of banter going on between the players there as well.
Yeah, it all counts. Davis against Dave Jones. Jordan Davis. Good run up.
Yes, too long for me, Mark.
Oh, Jordan Davis puts it right in the corner. His run up was true, his strike was true, and he puts his team ahead again.
Yeah. 3 out of 3 for the Bluebirds so far. Dave Jones has gone to his left 3 times, Mark.
It's a battle of wits. It always has been a battle of wits.
Cowans steps up.
Henry Cowans. Zach Jones will know one save would almost secure Europe for Haverfordwest. Cowans against Zach Jones. Cowans. Oh, he's wide of the mark. Henry Cowans has gone wide of the mark. Of all things, you just want your player to get it on target, and does that give Ben Fawcett the chance to put his team in Europe?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he just screws that way, just pulls it past the post. Very unfortunate. Never like seeing players missing penalties, but this is for an European trip.
Ben Fawcett,
Tony Pennock can't watch at the moment.
In hospital a month ago with a stomach injury, has his chance to put his team into Europe this summer. Fawcett to put Haverfordwest into Europe. Oh, he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Dave Jones makes a save. It's level. Big chance for Ben Fawcett. He goes to his left. Jones goes to his left again.
Yeah,
but makes the save this time.
Nice sight for the keeper as well to save that. Wasn't the best of penalties by Ben Fawcett there. Yeah,
sudden death still.
Yeah, still in the driving seat though. Harris has to score here.
Nigel Harris has to score to keep Newtown in with a chance of going to Europe in July. Harris, Zach Jones. Oh. Down the middle. Very, very cool. Very cool.
3-0 mark, and this to take Haverfordwest into Europe. Harris, good penalty that, straight down the middle.
Well,
keeper committed himself really early.
A lot of the seasons I've been watching football, this boy strikes a ball as good as anybody, Shepherd.
But today, it's a different...
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
Pressure's on. Can Shepherd put Haverfordwest into Europe? Can Jones keep Newtown in the contest? Shepherd. It's in there! The Bluebirds are in Europe! Tony Pennock has pulled it off! A Callum Shepherd penalty puts Haverfordwest County in the Europa League. Penalty shootout. 4-3 victory. Tommy?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Shepherd tucks it away and off they go on a European adventure, Haverfordwest. And, you know, considering they finished in the bottom half of the league, they've done terrific to get to this final and win it both away games away from home.
Well, they've done the penalty shootout 2 weeks in a row. It takes a lot of guts and ball to secure that. Zach Jones most probably goes down as one of the heroes again with the one penalty save. Pennock, gentleman of the game, is shaking hands all around, as he always will do. We'll go over to Nicky John and Tony Pennock now. May come back for a presentation.
Tony Pennock, an unbelievable afternoon, an unbelievable achievement. Haverfordwest are going back to Europe for the first time in 20 years.
Sounds good, that, doesn't it? Unbelievable. So proud of the boys. So proud of them.
It was a long 120 minutes there, and to go to penalties at the end again for the second week running. I mean, can you sum up your emotions at this point?
No, I thought you know, we started the game same as last week really brightly, and then we scored the goal and then went in our shell a bit. Newtown, you know, got back in the game deservedly so. As the game went on, nobody wanted to lose the game then. And listen, Zach's made a save again in penalties, and listen, I'm so chuffed for the board, the supporters. It's massive for the club.
And what about the courage that those players showed out there on the pitch this afternoon?
Yeah, listen, they were dropping like flies again. The conditions were tough for both teams. It was so hot out there today. You know, that played a part in the game. It wasn't as high tempo as it normally is between the two of us, but listen, again, Lady Luck's on our side, so thankfully we'll take it. You know, commiserations to Newtown. They're a great football club, really one of the best clubs in this division, have been for a long, long time. And I know it's our day today.
And like last week as well, did the fact that you were perhaps seen as underdogs, do you think that suited you?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough finishing 7th, have to go away from home against Met and today at Newtown, so there was no pressure on the boys. Listen, the chairman might have think it's put a bit of pressure on us for obvious reasons, but the boys have been fantastic. What's that? 14 games, 10 wins, 2 draws. The last 14 games. That speaks volumes of what the lads have done since Christmas.
Well, for the first time in 20 years, Tony, Haverfordwest are going back to Europe, and you're the man that's guided them there. Congratulations, llongyfarchiadau mawr.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Llongyfarchiadau enfawr I Hwlffordd. Mae yna olygfeydd hyfryd fan hyn ar barc Latham, hir yw pob aros, ond ar ôl 20 mlynedd mae Hwlffordd nôl yn Ewrop. Mae Clwyd Williams am Bryn Hawn, ond enillwyr heiddiannol?
Ddim yn heiddiannol, ond mae'n siomedig bod yna rhywun yn gorfod methu cico'r smotyn, a mae'n gret gweld tîm arall o Uwchradd Cymru yn cyrraedd Ewrop, a mae yna waith calad yn mynd i mewn ti cefn yn Hwlffordd dros y 2 blynedd dwytha, ac i fod yn deg, a Tony Pennock wedi gwneud gwaith gwych, gael nhw'n cael wneud da dechrau tymor, ond ers yr ail hanner o'r tymor maen nhw wedi camu fyny, a o'n dweud o'r momentum maen nhw wedi gael, o dim ond colli 1 gêm mewn 9, wedi helpu nhw Bryn Hawn, ac hefyd efallai bod gael gêm o gica'r smotyn sy'n dwytha. O'n i siarad efo James Devenold efo yna, y fforddwr y golwyr, yn sydd, chdi nath eithaf felly bod o'n mynd sydd ar canol efo gyntaf yna? Ia, meddwl fo, felly. Mae oedd yn ei di waith cartra, fel o'n i'n dweud, ond wrth gwrs nath Williams fethu yn erbyn y Bala Town, nath o sgorio wedyn, ond mae'n rhaid bod yn dig edrych ar y gêm yna, ond ia, mae'n braf gweld tîm arall. Siomedig i'r Greu Newydd a Chris Hughes, a'r gefnogwyr y tîm cartra, ond mae yna waith i gynllunio rwan i Tony Pennock a'i gryw.
Wel, gewn ni gybol ag ar y ciciau o'r smotyn. Oedd na 3 allweddol bach yr arbeniad yma gan Zach Jones yn syrenu unwaith eto yn y gol.
Ia, eto, nath o jyst sefyll yn llonydd. Oedd wedi gweld os dwytha, ath Williams lawr canol, a wedyn hwnna ddim yn taro'r targed o gwbl gan Cowan, so mae rhaid chdi daro'r targed, rhaid chdi wneud y golwr weithio o lia. A wedyn Paul Mills a Ben Fawcett wedyn yn camu fyny. Hogyn, di chwarae fi efo ysgolion Cymru, bod o'n mynd i sgorio'r gol ennill y gêm, ond yn y diwedd, Hwlffordd a tha hi efo George Shepherd ac gath o gêm wych yn ganol Cai pnawn yma i Hwlffordd ac hyddiannol fod o di sgorio'r big dosmotyn i ennill y gêm.
Wel, Mark, diolch yn fawr am y tro. Ewn ni nôl nawr at Dylan Ebenezer i gyflwyno'r tlws.
We're back at Latham Park, and here you go Haverfordwest County to collect their trophy, their Euro playoff final trophy. Corey Shepherd's penalty securing victory. They are really, really enjoying themselves, Tom. They've earned it.
Yeah, fantastic for Haverfordwest. Obviously, disappointment for Newtown, but showing the true colours. Newtown stayed out to congratulate the teams now as well. So absolutely, fantastic.
There is Dylan Rees coming to receive the trophy from Mike Jones. Dylan Rees, after 20 years, Dylan Rees is the next captain for Haverfordwest to lead them into Europe. Haverfordwest are winners of the JD Cymru Euro final playoff. The Bluebirds are on their way to Europe. It's going to be a wonderful journey home for the fans back to Haverfordwest. Congratulations to Tony Pennock and his Bluebirds.
Diolch yn fawr i Dylan a Malcolm Allen am eich sylwebeth chi. Prynawn yma, gyda chi cael brec bach nawr. Matt Lloyd Williams, ni newydd glywed gan Tony Pennock. Mae rai ni roi pob clod iddo fe a'r jobyn mae fe di wneud. Ddath e mewn ar ddechrau'r tymor. Sa'n credu o lot o bobl yn disgwyl gweld Hwlffordd yn cyrraedd Ewrop ar ddiwedd tymor yma? Na,
dim o gwbl. Siona Traidi. Ddath e mewn hwyr y fyd yn dod, cos ath rheolwr cyn fo i ffwrdd yn ôl i weithio i Gwlad Belg. Felly yna waith o flaen ac oedd gorau ymdopi ar garfan o gynno fo. Nath o wneud Zach Jones wedi mewn wedyn Bog, hefyd Hawkins yn dod i mewn mis Mawr. So wedi gwneud chwaraewyr, da i mewn i gryfhau y garfan.
Wel, ni'n mynd i fynd nôl at Nicky John, mesur yn y gêm. Corey Shepherd yn cadw cwmni iddi.
Corey, a man of the match this afternoon and scorer of that winning penalty. Tell me what's going through your head at this current moment in time.
It's madness. To be honest, I was shitting myself up. Sorry. I was so nervous going up to it, but I'm just glad we got Europe now. It's great to see me for the club.
We'll apologise for the bad language there, but obviously emotions are running high at the moment. What exactly does it mean to this group of players to be going to Europe for the first time in such a long time?
Yeah, to be honest, we worked hard all season.
We can see
Wel, mae yna ddathlu yn mynd i fod yn y tri newydd yn Hwlffordd. Mae yna ddathlu yn mynd i fod ar y daith nôl i'r gorllewin, a dyma ni, Mac. Dyma oedd y foment.
Ia, fi'n cic dosmotyn wych. I'r gornel, dim gobaith i Dave Jones a di gweld y gorfoledd ar ei wyneb o. Fyna barti heno ar ffordd lawr i Hwlffordd ac yn Hwlffordd, dwi'n ei fel.
Ti'n cytuno gyda sy'r yn y gêm? Penderfyniad Max?
Gath o gêm wych yn ganol y Cai. Oedd o'n allweddol yn yr hanner awr cyntaf o'r gêm. Gath o drenewydd chydig o'r gêm wedyn, ond yn yr diwedd yr ail hanner ac hefyd yn amser ychwanegol, oedd o'n gyffyrddus yn ganol Cai. Oedd o'n dal i geisio creu a dal i fynd a fynd ag at y diwedd.
A Mac o ran Hwlffordd, tymor nesa nawr yn amlwg, byn nhw'n disgwyl mlaen i Ewrop yn yr haf, ond byn nhw'n anelu am y 6 ucha tymor nesa yn yr uwch gyngrair heb os.
Byd, mae'n siŵr bod nhw wedi gweld pwy maen nhw eisiau arwyddo. Dyn nhw'n llawer o seibiant, dwi'n rhaid yn ôl yn ymarfer mewn rhywbeth efnos dair, swn i fel, ond ia, Tony Pennock yn anelu am y 6 ucha ac eisiau gorffanu falle yn y 3 ucha, cos mae'n sôn bod nhw'n mynd i ymarfer dair gwaith yr wythnos.
A o ran y clwb yn gyffredinol, Mac, ni'n gallu gweld y cefnogwyr ar y cam, o fe'n meddwl y byd yn nhw?
Ond i mae o. Dyn nhw'n agos iawn i ddisgyn allan o gyngreir dymor yn y ddau yn ôl. Nath Wayne Jones yn wych, dydyn nhw'n ôl i fyny. A Tony Pennock dim dyn nhw cam ymellach, a dyna dyn ni angen gweld clybiau yn dod ac eisio ac cael uchelgais ac yn neud rhywbeth.
O, Mac, diolch o galon am dy gwmni di, prynawn fe. Rhaid gael bach o brec nawr. Ti wedi bod lan ar y star na trwy'r prynhawn. Wel, dyna ni am